Okay, see.
Come on. Just trying to adjust this.
There you go, you got it.
Good morning.
What the hell are you doing?
Evening. I was trying to like see if there's any way to like salvage that 'cause I didn't mean to say
Yeah, I mean, you could have just stopped and said good evening. Good evening, everybody.
Alright, how's it going, everyone? Welcome
God.
back. Another
God is
Dangamronpa
stuck.
stream. So I do.
What's up, Sharvy?
I'm
Good evening to you both. What's up, what's up? You okay over there?
Yeah, I was just trying. I was missing something. I didn't know what I was missing last time.
I don't know. I don't think were we really missing anything?
Well, I didn't. So no trash can inside. Okay,
oh
we
yeah,
did
yeah,
that.
the cleaning cloth. We got that. Or we saw that, I should say. Talk to Sayaka. When it disappeared, you were supposed to be in the nurse's office, right?
Yes, indeed.
Correct. Hina was not feeling. Oh wait, that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got confused.
Yeah.
Correct. Hina was not feeling so well, so I stayed behind to look after her. But she seemed to be getting worse, so I took her.
And then when you got back, the body was gone.
Hmm.
We could not have gone
Okay,
from.
yeah, we
okay.
read this already.
Indeed.
But I
I
hope.
started kind of getting my memory.
How was y'all's evening going, Mr. God and
Is
Sharvy?
this a camera? What is this? Okay, there's a camera.
Look at that. I bet you it was the fern. That fern looks suspicious. It's like, what, man? You never seen a fern before? I've been doing alright.
This area, yes.
I'm doing okay. Can't really complain. Ate some dinner.
What am I
Nothing
missing?
really too special today, to be honest. It's a Monday, after all.
It's a rec room. Where was the lab?
Oh, hey, Georgie.
How's it going, Georgie?
Hey, Federex. How are y'all doing? Good evening. Good evening.
Bathroom? I don't think I can go in.
No, I don't need to use that yet. My bladder is emptied right now.
What am I looking for here?
Seems like something that would happen in Phoenix, right? Like, you try to go in the bathroom and then he'd be like, I don't need to go right now.
Oh,
Hey, Lucas.
I think I'm seeing the wrong buttons.
You saw the Sword and Shield Dex leak and you're sad. Your cherished Mewtwo from Fire Red will be joining you in Gen 8. I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen anything. I need to go get me a copy of the game.
I've been staying relatively pure as I've not really though, because I know about a lot of the leaks. I just haven't seen all of them.
have not cared about them.
Talk to Chihiro, make him feel better. Well, we can talk to computer Chihiro, maybe. I don't know. Wait, no, they're missing, right?
Yes. Where is everybody?
Today has been a very bad day for Seth. I'm sorry to hear that, Seth. Maybe Danganronpa will make you
I
feel
was gonna
better.
post something and then I forgot because you came in here. So I didn't post anything on
Hey,
Discord
Ladybug.
because of you.
You're not feeling well? That's alright, Ladybug.
Man, everyone's
Don't worry.
down or sick
Yeah.
or something.
How have you been though, Georgie? No, yeah, I did.
Map.
I don't know, for some
That's
reason
what
I'm
we need.
thinking you weren't here this morning, you were here yesterday, but no, you're here this morning.
I know the days have been going by so slow.
Today's been a really long day, I guess because daylight saving time is
Yeah,
over. so
like
it
I
just feels
was like
really
ready
long.
like an hour earlier today. I was like, man, I
Yeah.
still have an hour to kill.
Yeah, daylight savings ending.
And then I don't know. I had to like do. I had to leave the stream a little early this afternoon because I had to go take care of some stuff.
I got like a freaking like email like saying to abolish like daylight savings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is everybody?
I don't know, dead maybe? Aren't there like 2 dead bodies?
Physics
Like
labs
2
at
people are dead here.
third floor. That's where I think I need to be, right?
People have been dropping like flies lately in this game. We're currently bouncing between Pokemon games in the Hoenn region in Kanto. Hoenn, eh? Find Toko?
I think she's in here, but I think she's
I don't remember which it was. We haven't done Ruby and Sapphire yet, I don't think.
I don't know if we'll have time.
Yeah, I guess not.
It seems silly. cabinets?
Did Anime Nerd die?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Hifumi?
Yeah.
Yeah, he died, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't know why I was thinking, like... I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not thinking. I'm not firing on all cylinders today. I was like...
Well,
No,
like-
because I was thinking, like, he wasn't actually dead. And then I was like, oh, wait, no, he did actually die, right?
Yeah, no, he's dead.
Because I was thinking, like, he hadn't died yet. And then I was like, oh, no, wait, he did die. I'm just...
Well, they took Genocide Joe.
How did he... I think he was hit on the head with a
Yeah.
hammer. I'm super pissed. I missed such an ultimately. Okay. Yeah, he was hit on the head by a hammer. I'm sorry. I sort of forgot what we were doing here. Hifumi and Taka had executions, but they were unused, I'm assuming. This isn't important to the case. How would you know what's important to the case or not? He's like, this blood stain, probably not important.
This signed confession.
Signed
Kinda.
confession from the killer, not important.
This photo with a killing blow was
The
delivered.
selfie of the killer committing the crime. That's not important.
What am I missing here?
Oh, how's your video game been going, Federux? Neo. Neo? I don't know how you say that, to be honest.
Just worry, but I've been looking for you. You have? Want to know what you? I wanted to thank you for what you did.
Fumi was the aura.
Not that you meant to, but you ended up making this little game of ours very interesting indeed.
What is this game?
You should go to Hiro's room.
Georgie, what is this game? It's
Dang him up.
Unless you mean, like, I don't really know what to, like, equate it to other than maybe Phoenix Wright, but
Yeah.
I don't think you...
Meet in the dining hall.
I don't think you played that.
There's a note here wrote to all of us to meet up, right? You remember well.
It's frustrating, but
Well,
great.
showmanship was pretty remarkable, so it left an impression.
It's all clear now.
Anyway, it makes it clear, right? This was a trap.
Well, it's good you're having fun with it.
Things grow ever more exciting.
I hate this guy.
What are you talking about? I've already repaid my debt, but I don't owe you any more than that.
Yeah, I guess the best way to describe it is visual novel game. That's not quite accurate.
So to go to Hiro's room, but what's waiting for me in there?
The murderer.
Hiro.
Hiro was the...
The stoner.
Yeah. Because they think it's him, but it wasn't him. About Kyoko? Is she the actual mastermind behind the whole thing?
I feel like she isn't.
All the people that blindly accept the dex cut out their favorites to act.
Alright, oh, we're going here. Map.
I haven't seen every single leak yet, so...
This
Mostly because I'm lazy and I don't
So I
feel
gotta
like
go to-
looking it up.
Yeah, where was he in all this, actually?
Who do you think the mastermind is? I don't know, actually. That is a good question.
What if it's you?
It's you the whole time. Look in the mirror. What? No, that's impossible. It's like freaking Monokuma's like, yep, that's right. It's been you the whole time. I don't know why he sounds like
Stupid room.
Mickey Mouse right there. I always lose his voice of what I make him sound like.
No, that's not it.
The couch.
Or is that it? That's
Goddamn, my couch. Like, not the couch. Come on. That's like a low blow.
Door is unlocked.
You don't think
I guess
suck-
I can go inside. Bakuya did take a look. It might not be a great idea, but I'm gonna take the plunge. He's dead.
Maybe. Which actually is a fan game of the pro tag is the mastermind.
This is a hero's room. There are all kinds of weird stuff in here.
Why?
He has like I don't know what it is with stoners, but I noticed that stoners always have like incense.
They do. I think it's to cover up the smell
Where'd
of
he even
weed.
get it all from? More importantly, he still hasn't turned up.
I don't know. Does anybody know why stoners always
Which
have
means
incense?
he can't really complain if I don't get this permission to search his room, right?
Like, why do stoners always have incense? I'm kind of curious. What does the mastermind of the player think about it? I'm not sure. I guess we'll see.
Cardboard boxes?
Hmm.
I think there's something
Split
in
personality.
the cardboard box. It even looked like it was a box because it's flat.
Oh my god. Transformers, robots in disguise.
Something's made out of. It looks like cardboard, plastic.
Oh, you don't use incense? Oh, there you go. Georgie
Plaster.
doesn't use incense.
That's the first time I've ever seen that. Is this robot
Penny.
justice? And it's in Hero's room.
Good evening to you, Penny.
Wait, these blueprints.
You ready for
Something about
another?
them bothers me.
You ready for another exciting episode of Dangamronpa?
This arm bent like this. It's not his handwriting.
Yeah. He had pretty handwriting.
Yeah. What about just boots? I've been added.
Yeah,
to
that was the thing, right? Like he
Yeah.
said he had like really good penmanship because like he started like words off ghosts or some crap like that. That dude was insane. So then someone's framing him.
Have you ever met like a normal stoner though? It's a normal bed, pretty much, just like the one in my room.
Andy, what do you do when Nick is ignoring you? When do I ignore him? I don't think I ignore him.
I think it's more so the other way around.
Yeah. Go to the swimming pool? What happened to the AI? They took... I don't know. I don't know where Chihiro is right now. Well,
Pretty
AI
grungy
Chihiro.
though.
You burn candles, not a...
How does the bathroom even get this dirty?
Okay. Well, then you're the exception, because I don't know, like, even even, like, the other stoner guy I knew, I think he did burn incense, too.
Like every stoner I've known. Makoto, big news. Big news.
What's the news,
It's
Io?
wrong. We're out of donuts. We found Kyoko. What?
So
She
we go
okay?
past
Where
the
is she?
locker?
Yeah. Wait, I wasn't done. There's more big
Just
news.
a second.
Robo Justice showed up too. Robo Justice. It's Hiro wearing the costume.
Okay.
Anyway, as soon as you can, head to the pool on the second floor. I think Hiro and Kyoko would turn up at the same time. Anyway, I headed to the pool. Ran off to the second floor as fast as I could.
Yep.
Oh good, it did it for me.
Nice. It wasn't Hiro, though.
No, clearly it wasn't.
There's already, like, two... Like, for one, the game, like, just really trying to pin it on him. Plus,
Yeah.
also, they said he had really good penmanship.
Kyoko.
Or he
and-
said that, I should say.
Phew, man, I had the worst day. Hiro?
Is he infused with Transformers now?
No robot suits.
Huh?
Hiro?
Oh, hey, Makoto.
Oh, but you're not a stoner, so you don't count. Oh, okay. I don't know.
You're just so.
Yeah, it does. So who else would it be?
That's a good
Huh?
question.
Why do I look like this? Did someone come along and remodel me while I was sleeping? Was it the Illuminati? Where's my tin foil? This dude is insane.
I would honestly be this guy's friend in real life.
This guy is like insane.
Robot Justice finally made his appearance, huh? I guess Kyoko's the one that found him.
Right.
Found Hiro.
Bro, guy.
He was jammed in the pool room locker.
Bruh.
It looked like he was fast asleep, so I kicked him and he woke up.
Don't be mean.
I still can't believe you kicked me. You could have been a little more gentle about it, like, I don't know, caress my face or something.
What?
I honestly would not like it if someone...
It's creepy.
I would rather someone kick me than, like, gently caress
Anyway,
my face.
Kyoko, where have you been all this time?
Like, Hiro,
You disappeared while someone had a trace.
Wow.
it's okay.
There was something I had to check on. What do you mean? Never mind.
My tinfoil hat is
Can't.
gone.
Never mind.
It's nothing.
Never mind. More importantly, she says that, but does she have any idea? Does she know people think she might be spying for the mastermind?
Does
And?
she know that people know that she's the spy?
First of all, Hiro, you need to explain to us why you're dressed like that.
I mean,
Well, I mean, I have no idea. Sorry.
1 second I was asleep, don't even know how that happened. Then I woke up, and then I was here. And then I was eating this hot dog.
I don't care. Do something about that costume. It pains me just to look at
You
you.
had pancakes for dinner, Georgie?
Mm.
Breakfast for
let
dinner.
me out of here.
I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help? What do you call that? Brenner? Breakfast dinner?
That's exactly what you call it.
Tasty. Why would you make something that you could not take off by yourself?
You got it all wrong.
I didn't make the stupid friggin' thing.
It would seem.
There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. Some sort of like bondage gear or what?
I think it's just like a mascot.
We don't really have a choice. Let's help him.
It's not like bondage.
Took
man.
everyone's help. We're slowly able to get Hiro out of the costume. Took everyone's help to unclasp that thing.
We were free at last.
Dude, he must smell like ass. Like, they left
Yeah.
his clothes on.
He has his clothes on. He was probably in there for like all day. Oh my god.
Isn't that kind of weird how perfectly it fits you, Hiro?
So then.
More to the point, nobody but Hiro would be able to wear that costume.
What?
Wait, hold on a sec.
Honestly,
Don't bother trying to act innocent. The blueprints were in your room as well.
is that okay?
In other words, it's obvious to everyone that you made this costume.
No, I don't want her to be the killer. Would I think it really is her?
I think it really is her.
I saw the blueprints myself. Yeah, me too.
Could it be?
That's obvious. The one who put you in the You're the one who put this costume on and went around attacking
That's
everyone.
terrible.
He has some serious
Was
BO.
Hiro?
Shall we tie him up and gag him? Why
Just
gag
the
him?
Worst.
No,
Good
I
idea.
actually just want to know why
We
gag
wouldn't
him.
want him killing anyone else.
Why would you need to gag him though? Tie me up.
Oh, hold on, guys. I think it's a little too far.
That's right.
He may be a suspect, but he deserves a fair treatment.
Yeah, I mean, attacking blueprints. I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, this guy seems like one of the person who's like too stupid to be a killer.
I really think he's gonna be the one that dies.
Yeah,
not
he
be a
has
killer.
killed on his face, but not killer.
If he kills somebody like later on,
Unless it
we
turns
can
out that
always
he's
decide.
the mastermind behind it.
He had no problem with
It's
being
been
gagged.
decided. You killed him.
That's true. He didn't say anything about that. What? Killed who? I have no idea what you're talking about. There must be a fake hero running around.
What are you saying?
The only one who can wear this costume. So who else could possibly be who else could possibly be the costume attacker?
What the heck?
How do you know I'm the only one? How do you know I'm the only one? Maybe you should try it on for yourself before you convict me.
Okay.
Fine. If you're gonna be a jerk, I will.
Yeah, Morgana.
Well, I'm missing a bit. Start putting on the robot justice costume.
Huh. See? Look. See how loose it is? I mean, come on. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me.
And not to mention, you
Hold on.
totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
Why would he
That's
even?
not a very nice thing to say.
Hmm?
I mean, it's not like I made it. I just got caught up in the moment.
Well,
I
either
didn't
way,
make it.
now we know
My
for sure,
hands
right?
are blue
I
from
mean,
the blue paint
it
I
seems
was
pretty
using to
clear
paint my
that
room.
nobody but Hiro could have fit into this dumb costume.
Yeah, I guess.
And they
so.
have Hina took the suit back off again.
This morning we went to a restaurant that had a retro style, and every table had a console with every single Nintendo, Sega, PS2 game you could play. Oh, that sounds
That does sound
awesome.
really awesome.
That sounds like a
Well,
wonderful
now
time.
you're all out of excuses.
No, you see, it's because you're a girl. If it was another guy, then
Makoto, go on ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay. I guess I will. I picked up the pieces
Now
off the floor
Makoto
and tried
it on.
putting them on. It's no good. The arms are too long. There's no way I can wear this.
Just a second.
How tall is he?
See, I told you it's impossible.
You're absolutely right. It seems this costume is made to fit Hiro's body exactly.
But
And there's another costume. They must have one that looks the same, but it fits them.
Honestly.
If you insist on this line of defense, then show us some evidence.
what the heck?
Evidence? You claim there's another suit, yes? Then you must find it and show it to us. What the heck?
Just the worst.
Who cares? Here's the only one without an alibi during this whole thing anyway.
That's terrible.
Which is how we know it was him.
What?
I mean, is that really true? I have no idea what's been happening. Could someone, like, tell me?
Robo just
Okay.
answer the truth bullet. Okay. Is that it?
What do you do when your crush is leaning you back?
What the heck?
If you don't tell me what's going on, how am I supposed to understand? I think I figured out that someone's been killed, right? Hey, Makoto, who was it?
Well, 2 people were killed. Taka and Hifumi.
What?
What? 2 people?
I have no
Just the
idea, actually,
worst.
Are you
Ladybug.
freaking out? You did it.
I've never really had, like, a crush. so I don't know.
I did not. Wait, hold on.
If those 2 are the ones that got killed.
How
Good night,
about
Georgie.
Take it easy, Georgie.
That's it. I know who did it.
So
Sure, I'd like to
then,
see the photos of those fed.
You may as well tell us then.
Taka and Hifumi are fighting over alter ego, right?
They killed each other.
I'm at least 30%
Which means alter
right.
ego and or Chihiro must have done it. What?
Alter ego? Does that make sense?
correct.
No.
I see, that's unfortunate.
Please.
Unfortunate.
What the heck?
Stop trying to trick us. Just admit you did it, okay?
I'm telling you, got it all wrong.
Oh, so.
I know that note.
Note.
Alter ego crew legs. Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. Last thing I remember is going to the rec room, then for some reason I fell asleep.
Hey,
Real killer probably drugged me or something, or he just got like really high and passed out.
Not a chance. No, hold on. He could be onto something. The nurse's office did have chemicals that could do that. What? Really?
I told you, someone's trying to set me up. Secret passage, a chance to escape. Someone wrote all that to trick me.
Even if that were true, you must be one dumb fish to bite every piece of bait that floats in front of you.
What? Well, after being trapped in here so long, even if you know it's a lie, you gotta still check it out, right? Go! They preyed on my desire to get out of here. They deceived me. Okay.
I still don't buy
Don't
it.
be mean.
Well, you should buy it.
Just a second.
It's gonna be $5.99, and you should definitely buy it.
Okay, then show us the note.
With pleasure. I have it right here in my. What? I mean, obviously,
No way.
looks like I lost it.
Yeah, sure.
Please.
Oh my God, this guy.
I really think this guy is too stupid to do a killing.
As I said before, if you want us to believe you, you must produce evidence. Can you show us the note? I have no particular issue with what you claim, but if you want us to believe you, give us a reason. What the heck? For serious? Oh, he almost said for real there.
Now then, shall we resume the investigation? There's no time to waste before the class trial begins. How do you mean keep investigating? How do you know who did it?
It was so obvious. Him being obvious makes him suspicious.
That could be it. That could be true.
I don't
I
think so.
doubt, like, with my knowledge of like these types of games, that's usually not the case. But it would be an
No,
interesting.
He definitely didn't do
It would be an interesting if that's where they went with it.
Yeah. No, it's like I said.
Just the worst.
Is it really to get the money Monokuma offered us? Yeah, that must be it. You must really be broke. That's why.
Wait, that's a false accusation. I'm loaded.
Insane.
Just be thankful we haven't bound and gagged you.
Why gagged? Okay.
You have time to yell and carry on. You have time to search for the evidence, right?
You really shouldn't like.
Are you right? I need to look for that second student and that note.
You really shouldn't follow like some
Fe-
weird note you
Don't
find.
fail me now.
You really shouldn't follow advice you find on a weird note at 1 a.m. That's just my advice.
I guess I better get back to guard duty. I was gonna ask Toko or Genocide Jack to switch with me,
I guess we'll see, Sharvy.
but if she and Sakura got into a fight, we'd have a catastrophe on our hands.
A
Well,
catastrophe.
One by one, everyone peeled away.
Because they're Morgana.
Yeah, I
CC.
get that. Monokuma, do you have a second?
Okay.
I want you to help me with the I thought I did the investigation. It looks like I got a late start to this one, so
Red afro.
so I need to make up some ground.
Hold on, I think there's like a plane flying over our house.
Yeah, that is a plane. Weird.
Why is it so low?
I have no idea.
Sorry about that, guys.
Sure, I don't mind helping, but can you promise me something? Later, when we have time, will you tell me why you disappeared?
Why is that?
No. To reject me so simply.
Anyway,
Anyway, I need your help. You don't mind, do you?
shall we
Okay.
go?
Okay,
Thanks.
I guess we're
Shall we?
following Kyoko now. That's cool.
Hey,
I like Kyoko.
So, Makoto, first I like to examine the corpses. Examine the corpses. I can't believe I'm hearing that from the same girl. The girl
Did you ever
same
say
age
she
as
was
me.
the same age as you? Really don't know much about her. To be
Yeah, I really
honest.
don't. Dead bodies don't lie, you know. They tell the truth far more easily than the living.
hey,
Wouldn't you agree?
I guess unless the living are
I'm supposed
telling the
to
truth.
answer.
anyway.
Anyway, we need to hurry before the class trial begins again. Yeah, you're right. Okay, then show me where the bodies are. They're in the repository. Then I guess we'll head that way for
She's
now.
so suspicious. Yeah, you really don't know much about her. Excuse me.
Okay. No, sir.
That's what happens.
That's the third floor?
Control your animal. Going
Hey,
crazy.
Okay. I can't just teleport anywhere.
He's going crazy. Ah. No, he's okay.
That was this room over here, right? Past the art room?
Possibly. I don't actually remember. Rooms aren't like really labeled. They're kind of just
Yeah,
labeled
it's
with
just like- it's
pictures,
like
and
a-
I kind of forget what the pictures are. Here's a cute part. Reminder in the original Dangamronpa, Kyoko was the first victim.
Kifumi and Taka. For a moment, Kyoko seemed to go
How did she
rigid,
die?
but only for a moment.
So then,
Well then, let's get started.
I'm kind of curious on how she
Question
originally...
next Taka with hesitation began poking and prodding the bodies.
I knew it.
The Monokuma files were right. They were killed using similar weapons. The movement was so smooth. She was so calm. Seeing how comfortable she was actually made me feel a little more comfortable.
She's so commanding. You don't remember how she died? No, okay.
The biggest problem I have now is how the killer was able to move.
I know, he's huge. I get it. Like, they've been really like, how are they able to move his massive corpse? And I do mean massive, just gargantuan. Like, you would have had to have been like a bodybuilder to lift this dude. And even then, like, I get it.
But no one bothered to like check the
fat.
pulses of them. Like,
I see.
kind of, I found something.
Hey.
Did you remember the wristwatch Taka always wore on his left hand?
Yeah.
Did.
No, he did.
So
He said that.
Oblivious to people around you, do you dislike other people that much? No, it's not it.
Damn, Kyoko.
Anyway, you said he had a watch.
So then.
Take a look. It's broken. You can see his hands aren't moving right. It most likely broke when he encountered his assailant.
No, I was thinking of his camera. That's what he had with him. I didn't know he
And
had
if you notice, the hands are frozen just past 6 o'clock. Does that mean the watch was broken sometime just after 6?
That's right.
But last night, Taka's watch definitely wasn't broken. Yeah, okay, I remember that. It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that? Bedtime for all you little boys.
You
and
would be
girls.
like a rich boy and stay
In other
awake. If you're in an actual situation like this, that's probably the best bet.
So if
to
it
be
worked at
honest.
10 last night, it couldn't have been broken at 6 p.m. Meaning he must have happened at 6 this morning.
Where do the dead bodies go? Can you get out by faking the death? I don't actually know where the dead bodies go, and I'm pretty sure you can't get out by faking your death.
Yeah,
I feel like they're grinded into like mulch or something.
that's
I
what
don't
I'll
actually know.
take a look at his left hand. He appears to be gripping something. I like how they didn't allow me to examine the body. I could only examine the body when she's with me.
Yeah, why didn't we all do this before?
Right, there's something white in there.
Makoto.
Can you try and pry it out? Hey. Me?
Because
Rigor mortis has already set in. Boys are
Not
better
good.
suited to this kind of manual labor, right? God, that's sexist.
That is pretty sexist, Kyoko. Not gonna lie.
Not only for women, for men too.
She's just like, I don't feel like doing this bitch work. Hey, you do it. Their story?
I think he
Okay.
gets some sort of like pleasure out of this.
Like,
She did make us examine
She really, I think,
Shahiro's body, which he already knew that.
maybe she does. Maybe it's like she just like really like does something for her, and it's just like
As much as I didn't want to, I grasped Taka's cold hand.
she's like,
Yes.
examine that body.
The ice cold hand was only enough to cause me my heart
Like,
attack.
I really
my
don't
heart
want to,
stop beating.
Kyoko.
After some effort, I was finally able to free the object from the tightly clenched fist. It's a paper airplane.
hey,
It's a torn paper. I think.
It's a little tiny paper airplane.
I think it's just a torn piece of paper.
Was that all in his hand?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's it. Just a little scrap of paper. Doesn't seem like much of a clue, does it?
is that right?
I wonder about that. Kyoko then turned to Hifumi's body.
So then,
Let's check Hifumi's body now. Perhaps he's left us a few clues of his own.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't be able to fake their death, but who knows? Maybe. Can't
Well, I
really
mean, Hifumi did to begin with.
say. Yeah, I guess he did, right?
Well, because they didn't check his pulse or anything. That's all I have right now. Is how the killer's
Yes.
Yes, I get it.
I get it. He was fat. Please, can we move
I guess
on
I
from
just have
that?
to talk to her and not like, actually examine his body.
I guess so, but I don't know.
So did you find anything?
Indeed.
I did. More than I expected, to be honest. Look at this. A wad of paper.
that's right.
Hifumi had it hidden on him.
Ooh,
Indeed.
didn't-
He stuffed it in his pants. I can
Where
only
in his
assume he
pants?
hidden it on purpose, you see.
Where?
His pants. Wait, so
Why
you...
is that?
It was just his pants, not like his sock or something.
So she has more problem taking up his socks than she does his pants.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
Anyway, let's look at the paper. Go ahead, open it up. When I think of how it was stuffed down his pants, it's like, it's better be important, Hifumi, or I'll never forgive you for this. A note. I found a hole. Maybe we can just use it to escape. But Akuma can't find out. Let's not tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room.
Why does she have a bigger issue taking off his sock?
That sounds very familiar.
Huh.
That's it. It's the same thing Hiro said.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
he's
he had no
telling us
real
the truth.
However-
reason to lie.
However, it's not exactly the same, is it?
Last night someone slipped a weird note under my door, and here's what it said. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else. Now let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
Time is different.
Mm-hmm.
Hiro told us that his note said to meet him at 1 a.m. But the note they wrote and Hifumi asked to meet at 6 a.m.
Is that right?
Hold on. Just because Hifumi had the note doesn't mean it was meant for him. Huh?
So...
Part of it was been torn off, right? I think there's likely some meaning there.
Was there 2 notes?
There's some meaning to part of it being ripped. Could you maybe explain a little more? I actually don't get this one. Think
Hey.
carefully. Why would he be clutching a scrap paper so tightly?
I don't
so
know.
then...
Well, if it wasn't just a scrap paper when he was holding
My
it,
God, Kyoko,
what
what are
if
you
something
getting
was
at?
more important? And how something important like that could become a mere scrap paper?
Yeah, but
That's what you need to
Yeah, but
answer.
Sakura has an alibi. She wasn't here at this time. She couldn't have done it.
Yeah.
Hey,
And while we're at it, I should tell you one other thing. The 2 victims this time definitely had their e-books on them. So the handbook had nothing to do with how the murders were carried out. Now that there's
Not
Not-
that
not
there's
any
any
reason
reason
to
to think
think
they were
they're
connected to the killings in the first place.
no, I heard someone talking like, outside. It was distracting
Nobody
me.
had an alibi?
So you're saying I don't have to think about the handbook this time,
is
right?
that right?
I don't know. It still wasn't Sakura though.
If you don't have
I
to
don't think. If you didn't think if you didn't have to think about them at all, I wouldn't have gone out of my way to mention it.
Okay, sorry about that.
All I said is they weren't used to help carry out the murder.
There may be a point
Interracial bear is always
where a
watching.
handbook may play a role.
He's a very progressive bear.
Handbook may play a role. I don't think I understand. Hang on, guys. Give me 1 second.
The killer was already Leon. Can't be him again. I doubt it. They can't hear you right now. But if Kyoko thinks it's important, I better keep it in mind. Okay. Guess I'm taking over, guys. E-handbook has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Ding dong, bing bong. It's not rage. I don't. Well, the thing was, he wasn't dead though. He wasn't dead though.
Are you excited? Are you pumped? It's time.
Oh wait, it's
for
the class trial already?
trial to begin.
Oh shit.
Like the bright burst of fireworks, like the flash of a soul clashing with life and death. And so, with no further ado,
I guess I don't have any proof.
everyone please meet at the
Oh, it's already the class
usual
trial.
spot. Make
Yeah.
your way to the red door
I feel
on
like-
the first floor of the school. See you soon.
It would seem...
It's unfortunate, but I suppose this is where our investigation comes to an end.
The thing was though is that no one actually moved Hifumi. He moved himself because he wasn't dead the first time.
Yeah.
He faked his death when he was, yeah,
He faked his death.
He came over here for reasons. I don't know why.
And then he was killed here. You'll have to figure out the rest of yourself and
that's
come to
the
the proper
thing.
conclusion.
I don't know who the actual
Shall we
mastermind
go?
is. It might be Celeste.
I believe it's Celeste, but I don't understand why.
Nor do I know why Taka was moved.
Yeah. Okay.
Leon is always the killer. There's Sharvey saying you're the killer. If you wanted to get out of here, I would just kill the smarter one and they were doomed.
Yeah.
You mean the stoner guy, right? He's the smartest one. What if he really is? What if he's like
I was
some,
thinking
like,
that too. Like, what
master-
if
like I said,
he only pretends to be an
I
idiot?
think we said this last time too, right? Where like he was gonna like pull out like his brandy, like his alcohol, and he's gonna be like, "Well done, Makoto, you figured it out."
Everyone hadn't heard Makoto's Akuma's
in
proclamation.
his little swivel chair.
Monokuma appears!
There's 2 Monokumas, guys.
He's multiplied.
Wrong.
Nope, not multiplication. It just looks that way because it's an illusion. I'm moving so fast it only looks like I've multiplied. Hee, can you tell which one is the real Monokuma?
Whew.
Can we just get to the elevator already?
Boy,
You're not playing along.
Stop talking.
We're not here to play with you.
okay.
Okay, fine. Then if everyone's here and ready to go, please board the pain train elevator. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
Okay, then shall we meet?
Yeah.
Please!
Hold on, I'm not mentally prepared yet.
What the heck?
He'll never be mentally prepared. You can't run away anymore, Hiro. You're gonna pay for your sins.
Shut up, Morgana.
I already told.
I already told you I didn't do it. I'm serious.
Hmm.
Hey
Damn
Trey,
me. Oh,
that
sorry.
reminds me. Did you ever find the other costume or the note? Oh well, no, but how unfortunate. Then it would seem we have our culprit.
Hey,
How you doing over there, Trey?
This isn't a place to talk about it. Save your accusations for when we get to the courtroom.
Hiro was the victim in the
She's
GP
right.
demo? Really?
Let's get down there first, and the story can begin.
yeah, his doppelganger mode.
Yeah, good idea. That's right. I have to
I have to do it.
do it. I don't get the Kyoko's character. Like, she obviously knows. She obviously connects everything together.
I don't know. I mean, maybe she just wants you to figure it out for yourself for some reason that I don't foresee yet.
Maybe.
Because, like, she obviously does know things, and then she just doesn't, like, she just wants people to figure it out. You know, hurry if you want to see the death. Well, we just got to the class trial, so we're going to try to hurry. I think we have some of it. I know what happened.
I know what happened to Hifumi. I don't know why, though.
I know the how, I just don't know the why.
And steel box being moved.
The code of the second game, protagonist B3, protagonist suspect.
I mean, there's only, in theory, there's only 1, 2, 3 suspects. Kyoko, Hiro, and Celeste.
Yeah. Well, no, because wasn't Celeste with Io? The first time. Well, when Hifumi was in the infirmary, she was with Io. When they went to the bathroom, remember?
Right, but Hifumi wasn't.
Whatever.
Yeah, I guess so.
And nobody really has an alibi.
Unless-
Some have less than others.
Unless, like, there were 2 killers.
I mean, I don't think so.
Because now I'm thinking she couldn't have killed Hifumi because.
I guess we'll see. Just I don't know. Hey, you guys, I'm excited, guys. I want to know. I actually do want to know how this one played out because, like, I sort of get how it happened. I just don't know why.
Yeah,
I don't really know who the real mastermind is. When I see all of you gathered like this, I realize just how few of you are left. Your school life is slowly reaching its climax.
Just the worst.
Unless there were 3 killers.
There wasn't two?
Unless there were 3 killers and they killed one.
I don't know, mate. Let's just go on.
Only because of you. You make us do such cruel things to each other.
What?
Talk about it another time. What? You really hate me so much, but I'm so
Come
cute.
on.
Stop goofing around and begin the trial. Don't arrest me. Of course I'm gonna get stirred. I'm sorry.
I would never be like, stay tuned for the next act for the action-packed class trial. Okay, after this commercial break. I'd never hold out on you like that. Okay, let's begin. Get to your assigned seats.
So the curtain opened
Hey,
once
Adrian.
again.
Did you see your new logo? Yeah, I had seen it yesterday. It was loading in yesterday. Too.
Deadly judgment, deadly subject,
I had
deadly
seen your new
betrayal,
profile picture.
deadly riddle, deadly defense, a deadly fate,
A deadly class trial. Ooh, hope you guys are hype. I'm hype.
Okay, let's take a look at the
Execution. I've heard the execution wasn't very good, but what are you gonna do? I'm still just excited. I'm just excited for like the how. Like the execution.
I'm gonna run through the clues real quick before I begin tarp.
Can we get Chihiro, AI, Hifumi, and Taka and Dr. Phil? Dr. Phil? Does Dr. Phil still have a show?
I found because
I don't even
Dolly was
know.
moved to his body. I found him in the Hifumi's glass recovered blood.
He wiped his glass. I know he. At some point, he wiped his glasses with the cloth.
One of them was found wet, and apparently I forgot about that.
We don't know who did it exactly yet. I don't know. Greatest Muppet song. I don't know who did it yet.
I don't think that's the same handwriting, right? It doesn't look like Hiro's handwriting, does it?
Well, no, that's the note that Hiro got.
Yeah, but
Well, that's not the same note he got. But definitely, where is that?
Meet in the dining hall. Yeah, that's definitely not his handwriting. No, I was just wondering if like
Where's the thing? Where's the box that was found in his room?
box.
Is that yeah, wasn't there like a box of like that? Yeah, the
Oh,
Robot
blueprints?
Justice. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go back and look at that.
That was definitely not his handwriting.
Yeah, that's not his handwriting at all. Okay.
Yeah. But if I told you Sayaka was the killer, I'd believe it, maybe. What's your guess?
I'm leaning towards Hifumi.
It was.
Not Hifumi, Celeste. Did I get a new skill?
No, you didn't. Oh, I think you did. Breathing technique.
Focus more quickly, effective during non-stop debate.
Whatever. Let's just equip it. Yeah, okay, it's not Leon. Leon is the first one. He was like, I don't. Oh, and that's right. Because Sayaka tried to kill him, and he killed her in self-defense. Names are hard.
With a basic explanation of the class trial.
Names are hard.
Your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then
Yeah, I like your
only
new
they
picture.
will receive
Isaiah.
punishment.
I had seen it yesterday.
But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened.
This is the first
And
time
the
I've seen
one
this
that
case.
deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, to begin with...
We already know who did it.
Was that?
It was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place, and we found him in that suit. Don't try and deny it. You killed them.
I
Wasn't
didn't.
Kiddo.
Someone knocked me out. I was asleep the whole time. I don't know anything about it.
Shut your murdering mouth, murderer!
Who are you calling a murderer?
I am sorry to say, Hiro, but we do have evidence. Blueprints for the suit.
I have no idea,
Parts we
Sharvie.
assume were used to build it. And all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling.
Why would he leave his room unlocked though?
It points
I
to
don't know.
you as having created the suit and wearing it
This guy
while
doesn't look like
committing
the sharpest tool in the
crime
shed,
after
you know?
crime.
Yeah.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know. I don't know.
Here's really the killer.
No,
You have to make that clear.
he's not. We accuse him, we'll all die, and then
Got
the
like
real
my
killer will go
got my
free.
buttons here.
Man, there really is a lot of dead people, and then I'm looking at this.
Yeah.
I really have lost quite a few.
Everything
over
we
the time.
found in your room.
Which person with hair? They all have hair.
The
which was-
blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
Oh, I forgot to do this.
I don't know anything about that stuff. It's not true. It's a conspiracy.
Hiro, why?
Yeah, what?
Morgana, it wasn't Hiro. There has to be a way to kill
just
the
hold
interracial
on a
pair.
second.
I don't know, maybe at the end. Maybe he, like, Monokuma gets what's
Yeah, the
coming to him
blueprints
at the
and
end.
cameras awfully messy.
We'll see.
Everything we found in your room.
I want to say it's the blueprints,
suit
because
parts,
again,
they are all proof enough that you
Gotta
are
slow it
the
down.
culprit.
control,
I
right?
don't
Maybe?
know anything about that.
Let's
It's
speed
not
this up.
true. It's a conspiracy.
Why do you slow it down?
Hold on, he's trying to get accustomed to the controls. Oh, shift, controls. Aim, concentrate, fast forward,
Space key.
possibly.
Yeah, okay.
Hiro, why? Why did you kill
I think it's the
just
blueprints,
hold on a
right?
second.
Blueprints also.
Because that's not his handwriting.
Yeah.
everything we found in your
matter.
room?
Aww. Still, we should kill him though.
The blueprints, the suit parts, they are
We should still kill him though.
wrong.
I mean, it's not lying. It says the
Like
blu-
for anyone
Are we
else's
sure
episode.
Hiro really made those blueprints?
I gotta point out, like, that's not what she said here. She didn't say if, like, the blueprints, he wrote the blueprints, she said the blueprints are in her room. That's technically not wrong.
Yeah, I know what she said, but I know what the game meant.
what do you mean?
well,
remember the
take
start.
a look at this. It's the
I
note
don't know, is it
that
lagging for
Hiro
anybody
wrote,
else? I'll ask
asking
that right now
everyone to
before we
meet up
continue.
after Alter Ego disappeared.
Just to make sure.
Are they just gonna talk about Alter Ego right here in front of Monokuma?
And he's like, wait, what? No, shut up. He's just like sitting in his chair. And he's like, wait, what is alter ego? Monokuma died at the start. Did he? I don't remember now. I know he got like.
Destroyed.
Oh,
like,
that's right. He self-destructed. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. You don't have any issues? Okay.
I must move along
The
then.
hand-
Might just
Handwriting's
be you then,
obviously different.
Lucas.
Wouldn't you say? when you compare it to the blueprints.
I forgot he self-destructed. You're right.
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
Come on!
Could've had someone
I'm not
else write
smart
it.
enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
You can't. Even if you like, I mean,
So
I guess.
Makoto,
I don't know.
are you saying you don't think Hiro's the culprit?
And he's not the only one. I think Hiro is innocent as well.
Wow, Bayakua, you're actually pretty smart.
Then who was in that
You're not being a
Robo
dick.
Justice suit? Is it
That
like
guy's not
Hiro
being a
said?
dick. He's pretty smart.
Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
The
No.
suspicious
Monokuma knows about
individual
Trigger because the
hidden
laptop
within the
was kidnapped as
suit.
a traitor, remember? But I thought, well, yeah, I guess.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Makoto.
I guess
Tell
that's
them
true.
who it was.
But still, like, the characters didn't know that. I mean,
Of course
like,
he
I don't know.
probably- Yeah, yeah.
It's
Who
whatever.
was in the Robo Justice suit?
I believe it was Hiro still. I believe it was Hiro. Well,
I
you know,
got
I guess
it.
it wasn't Hina or the Illuminati.
Other
So
than Hiro,
The Illuminati?
I can't think of anyone else it could have been.
Guys, the Illuminati is
Obviously,
actually
he was the one in that particular suit, and we never found any kind of second suit.
Then there can be no doubt. Hiro is the prime suspect.
What the hell are you doing?
That doesn't make any
What?
sense. You just said Hiro didn't do it.
I didn't say he did it. I said he was in
It
the
makes
suit.
perfect sense. Hiro was the suspicious individual in the
Yeah.
suit, but he's not the culprit.
Lizard
So
people.
what you're saying is...
Those damn lizard people.
It's a double merge, like a double plotted by the lizard people and the Illuminati.
Don't forget about the mole men. Mole men
In
are in on
this
this too,
case has
guys.
nothing to
alien.
do with being in the Robo Justice suit.
What?
Yeah.
Now that's a bold assumption. And what reason do you have to make such a statement? You do have a reason, yes?
Yeah, someone definitely did frame him.
Of
I don't know why,
course.
though.
But before
He's an
we get
idiot.
to that,
I guess
He's
so.
easily frameable.
I guess, yeah, you
something
got me
else we
there.
need to clarify first.
I'm actually
So let's
surprised
get
he just
that out
didn't
of the
say
way.
that he did it.
Please stop trying to boss us around.
All things
Shut
have
up,
a proper
Morgana.
order.
It's basically what he told her.
So what is it? What needs to be clarified?
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body. It would seem that his corpse was moved using certain particular items.
I feel like that's
Makoto,
all
can you
voice.
tell us
Phoenix
what they were?
Wright, take a note of that. I think it's used.
Well, why is this guy like getting to the point now? And he was like a dick to us.
Yeah,
like, just
seriously.
like that other case we were doing, he was like a huge dick and like stalled our case
I
out
got it.
forever. And this one, he's like, bam, let's get to the point.
Still one more thing.
I got it!
Some random came and shot
They
him.
Take
were
that.
a dolly and a tarp, right?
Yeah,
like right? Like
it's the attitude.
So, let's see if I can explain.
He does seem like he's in a hurry.
Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room,
Yep.
and
Oh,
then we
sorry.
rediscovered it in the repository.
The
And when
doll.
we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was the same tarp that, up until then, was stored in the equipment room. So the killer must have seen it there and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body. That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they
I
were
don't
moving
understand
it.
why he moved the body though.
what I don't-
Okay,
like,
that
I get
explains
that.
the tarp. And the dolly?
Was it
Same
Tarly? I like that one. The second one.
I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there.
Mm-hmm.
But when the body disappeared, so did the dolly. Later, when Taka's body reappeared in the repository, so
Yeah.
did the dolly.
Well, yeah.
In other
Good
words,
job.
you think they used the dolly to move the body. Am I right?
Yes.
But are you sure you are not mistaken?
Huh?
They used a dolly to
Are
move
you
the tarp.
absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? That dolly was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room.
I
Okay.
think it was just made for like being a regular dolly. They just
Yeah,
used it
I
to
think
move.
they just used it for that, Celeste.
Strange
I
indeed.
mean, you can use a
This
dolly
dolly
for
has made
anything.
its way to the equipment room.
Okay.
Is it not possible That it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize it?
She's raised an objection. How do you respond?
There is no
Shut up,
shame in
Celeste.
being wrong. Nobody expects much
I mean,
from you
by that,
anyway.
what do you mean? Like by that same,
What the hell's their problem?
like what do you guys mean? Like by that same
Well,
logic, you know, I could
accepted
just
the
like,
Yeah,
what?
like, you could say like, "Are you sure?"
Like you can't know. It's we're just going off of memory. Like you're saying yes, and are you saying no?
Unless
and
she
he's saying
is like
yes.
specifically saying that yes, she saw it in the
Like, unless she could say that she saw
and
it
has
there.
proof there. It has
Like,
proof.
my
Like,
opinion's just as valid. Like, or my testimony is just as valid as
never-
hers.
I've never had anyone sound so nice while being so mean, but making change your
Play
mind.
Parappa the Rapper. I would actually
I
love
would
to do that
love
game
to do that sometime.
We actually have it. We just don't have a way of playing it.
They have the HD version on a
Oh, do they? We should get
PS4.
that sometime.
Yeah. If I could just explain to them why the dolly must have been moved to the
Celeste is
equipment room.
queen. I don't know. A new element has been added to bullet time battles. Sure.
Yeah.
we have to,
Another mechanic? Come on.
Let's talk about reloading. Reloading here.
Time for the next bullet time. We're gonna add one or more ingredients to the recipe.
What?
At the bottom of the screen, underneath the tempo marker, you'll see your ammo count. Up until now, there hasn't really been a limit on how you destroy your opponent's statements.
From now on, just locking on and pressing the left mouse button would handle them. No, one bullet. Queen God. It's pretty good. Once you run out of bullets, you can't destroy any more statements, no matter how locked on you are. However, you can reload by pressing the tab key.
Oh yeah.
Just like locking on, you'll have to press the tab key in time with the tempo marker. Basically, just remember that the tab key now has a function along the right mouse and left mouse button. You'll automatically reload at the start of fever time. Your ammo will not decrease. Oh, and if your action difficulty is set to gentle, you won't have to reload at all.
God, this is
Well, good luck and have
this
fun.
is dumb.
Yeah, this is like the one thing I don't really like about this is the mini games.
Okay, so
You have it wrong.
Like everything
cannot
else, I
agree.
feel is like
You are a fool. So pathetic.
it's not even. I think they're bad. I just think there's
Lies
like
will
a
get you
lot of
nowhere.
them.
Do your worst. Away with you.
Are you winning?
You miserable wretch.
Oh, don't forget to reload, man.
I cannot
so I gotta
agree.
reload with the tempo.
You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst.
fact,
You miserable wretch.
Ships of Celeste and Kyoko.
You have it wrong.
Why that specifically?
I cannot agree. You are a
Oh,
fool.
wait, wait, like there's
So
something I can't
pathetic.
see it.
Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you.
Tempo down.
Alright.
Dude, you're getting
You
destroyed by
miserable wretch.
Celeste. She is just dance bad. She's dancing circles
cannot
around you, and
agree.
you're just like, ugh.
You are a fool. Lies
you're
will
just
get you
doing. You're just like
nowhere.
flopping around like a wet noodle.
Do your worst. You miserable wretch.
It's pretty close.
You miserable wretch.
You must not say why. Okay.
You have it wrong.
You think he's busy?
I cannot agree.
I'm sure he is.
This should prove it.
What's happening?
I don't know. I really hate this crap
The
right
mini
here.
games are not the strongest point for me.
If you're asking for proof that the dolly moved, I have it right here. When I found the dolly in the repository, one of the wheels had a blood stain on it.
That doesn't mean that it was moved though. It just doesn't mean it was moved out of the room.
Donkey Kong
There
does
was a
love his
pool of
bananas.
blood in the equipment room with a tire mark in it that matched the dolly wheel's tread. The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident. As
Ooh,
they
I would
wheeled
hope
the
so. I don't
body
think
out
it
of the
I
could.
gotta point out, it was really stupid for the killer because they made sure to wrap the tarp around the body.
Yeah, and then he just like push they just like push it through the freaking blood, eliminating the
blood
point
dried
of the
in
tarp.
tire, they moved the body into the repository. So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
Shut her up.
Did shut her up.
Jeez, that's what hate me that
Well,
much.
anyway,
No.
that was just something we had to get out of the way. Let's get back to the main subject.
Yeah, the subject of how Robo Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then
Dude, it's
what
Robo
kind of
Justice.
robot is it?
Robo Justice cannot kill anybody
I'm
because he's
not
Robo
sure
Justice.
that really
Yeah,
matters.
robots can't kill people.
Yeah, man. Come on.
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer. If you look back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately obvious.
Well, we said like you couldn't like bend in the suit, right, or whatever.
Yeah.
So you couldn't have picked up the body and put it on the dolly.
But I mean, it's also possible you could just take the suit off.
So he took the suit off, moved
First,
the body,
I
put it back on.
I don't even.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room. And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
I don't know.
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Well, yeah, but even without a handle, all you have to do
I
is
thought he liked
bend
Taka.
over.
I did like her, but now she's
Then
crazy.
you can push the dolly, no problem.
She was crazy before, mate.
So the killer just crouched down and carted the body off to the repository.
If you
Nightbot is
accept
a bot,
everything
yes.
we just said, then you
Hence
must
his name,
realize
Nightbot.
that whoever was in the suit couldn't possibly be the culprit.
Did you say Taka or
sorry,
Toko?
I-
Oh, he said Toko.
don't
Wait, did
think
I say Taka?
realized
Toko.
I said Toko. Whatever, Toko, the girl.
The writer.
Yeah, sorry.
Why doesn't have any handles?
I
so
might
to
have said
push it,
Taka.
You'd have to be able to bend over.
Alright, go take a
But
shower,
anyone
Pen.
wearing a suit would be able to actually stoop.
Go get clean.
But first of all, I want to point out, why would he even wear the suit to begin with if he was the killer?
I don't know, maybe he's just making a
Like,
statement.
clearly,
As we
like
know,
he was being
Taka
set
was
up.
killed in the equipment room. And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp,
I don't think that's it.
then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled
that
it
it?
off, right?
Now,
No
keep
idea.
in mind
Mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Nope.
He could have set himself up. I mean, I guess.
That would I would love.
That's like
it.
some meta
Taka was
level
killed
stuff,
in the
though.
equipment room.
Like the guy is
And
so
from there,
incompetent,
the body
he
was moved
sets
to the
himself up
repository, correct?
so
Yeah, the
obviously that
culprit
he
wrapped the
couldn't
body
have
in the
possibly
tarp,
been the killer.
Then loaded it onto the dolly and
I was
wheeled
asking,
it off,
what the
right?
fuck is it asking me?
I love all those shows. Isaiah, good shows.
Shoot!
Setting yourself up is actually smart.
Is it the tarp then?
I don't know. But
Damn
like
it.
setting yourself up in this much would seem unnecessary. Oh, have we already come to the end of the debate? Who's the blackened? Why do they say
It just
Makoto?
spoils it.
Why? Why would they vote for us?
It's Makoto.
Is this...
Why do they always vote for Makoto?
I refuse to give up yet!
Like, is there a reasoning for that? Like, do they just hate Makoto? They're just like, oh, fuck you, Makoto. I mean, if we're gonna die, you may as well just get, like, freaking convicted. It's true. That is true.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room. And from there, the
No, we're
body
not gonna
was
give
moved
up.
to the repository, correct?
Yeah, all those shows
Yeah,
are good.
The culprit
Is it the
wrapped the
tarp?
body in the tarp.
What the fuck? Okay, what is it asking me here? Like they couldn't bend down. Like isn't that the point of it?
I don't know. I thought so. Maybe not.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room. And from there, the body...
Yeah, then
Tarp
loaded it
off
onto
the
the
dolly.
Keep in mind that the...
Well, yeah. All you'd have to do is
Oh,
bend
that's
over.
what it was, okay.
Oh. So wait, that's been there the whole
it's
time?
wrong.
But it's one of those things. Like it can.
Never mind.
Phoenix
You're
Wright does that stuff
absolutely
too.
right that you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low.
But
But
yes.
if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
What do you mean?
What do you
Think back
mean?
to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together.
You guys
Remember?
seriously just forget like what we were just talking about?
I did like this little picture.
Yeah, that's kind of cute.
Blind as a bat. Can't see my feet at all.
Looks like Celeste is laughing at her. It's like, what an idiot.
When you're in that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist. Am I right about that?
Now that you mention it, yeah.
It seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
Well, what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
When you can't even see your feet? You really think
I
someone
mean,
could
you
kick
know where
the
your
dolly
feet
all that
are.
way?
I mean, I guess so. That still just seems
Yeah,
like.
it'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
Have you tried that?
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a
I was
tarp.
trying to point that out, but why is it that he can point it out and I can't?
Because you're not
Just a
Fayakua,
matter of
man.
taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Think she knows?
You can't take it off by yourself.
Oh, that is right.
I got
Forgot about that. Forget about that.
I don't think taking off
Hold
the
on.
suit was an option. If you remember...
But by that logic, you can't put it on by yourself.
Well, yeah. Say Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Maybe one day we don't own it. Push a dolly with your body. You don't see your feet 90%, but I still know where I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Impossible
know.
to put the suit on or take it off without help.
Then, you really can't take it off by yourself?
You guys knew that.
Hero wasn't just making it up?
Well, she didn't put on the helmet.
Of course I wasn't making it up.
If he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it. Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
Yeah, that's right.
So, it's really, really true that Robo Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
Yeah.
To be
I don't
clear,
know.
whoever
That's...
did move the body, it couldn't have been Hero in the robot suit.
I wouldn't say
correct?
couldn't, but I would say it would be difficult.
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took? You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo
I thought she
Justice?
said Hifumi.
If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how
Jesus
do you
Christ,
explain
Celeste,
that?
you did it, didn't you?
She definitely did.
Celeste did it, didn't
Besides,
she?
Yeah.
Do you remember what the now
Yeah.
deceased Hifumi
I know she
said?
did it, but I don't understand why. Or
so
the
sad
exact
she's not
time.
the culprit.
I wonder if she's gonna be killed by like snooty French people.
She's like insulted to death. she
So
did it
long as
though,
those
didn't
facts
she?
exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question. The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hero, without a doubt.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gotta be right.
Hold on a second.
It's still far too early to reach
Jesus.
that conclusion.
Why
Besides,
would he even
there's
wear
no
the
hurry to
suit
decide
though? Like
who
no one,
did it.
no one's even asked
Before
that.
we rush to a verdict,
I don't know
shouldn't we
why
explore
she did
every
it, but she
single
did it.
possibility?
I get why
Instead of
someone would put
seizing
him
on
in the
one
suit to
viewpoint,
frame him, but why
the
would he
truth is
wear it?
uncovered by analyzing things
I don't
from
think
every
she-
angle.
I think the picture's real.
Yeah, the
but-
picture's definitely
Where
real.
do we go from here?
But yeah, I do think it is like
Let's
it's
review
not.
this series of unfortunate
But I think
events from
Hifumi
the
helped her.
beginning.
Yeah, I think like
Maybe we'll
the
uncover
picture
something
is.
new.
It's real, but it's fake. Like the actual picture itself is real,
It's
but like
staged.
it's staged. There you go.
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it
Thanks, Doc.
takes, we have to do it.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went
Because
down.
Hifumi was the one that moved the other guy's body.
I don't know
All
why
right,
she
then.
did it
Let's take
or
another
how,
look back at what
but
happened.
she did it.
I mean,
I suppose we could start with this morning.
I like it only took us doing this
Four of
trial
us
for like
gathered
30
no,
minutes
no,
for
I
me to be
knew she
like,
did it from the beginning.
Makoto,
to be like, yeah,
Hina,
she did it.
Kyoko, and myself. We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up. So we went to look for everyone.
what I don't get is why they moved the body.
Yeah.
That was around 8 a.m.
And as soon as we
It's an
split
RPG.
up,
Well, it's more like a
Kyoko
visual
went
novel, not
missing.
really an RPG.
Yeah.
Soon after that, Hina found
the
Celeste in the
closest
rec
thing I can
room
say.
and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant. I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume. As it turns out, it was Robo Justice.
This is a
It
weed
also
game. It
soon
is a weed
became
game.
clear that this same
That's not
Robo
why.
Justice had abducted Hifumi.
Wait.
We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went
So
on to find
Celeste was
Hifumi in
attacked
the
an hour
library.
later, right?
That's
What
she
she said.
He
claims.
was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect. But not long after leaving the nurse's office...
That's what she claims. She was attacked.
Well, hold on. I'm trying to think now, because
Look at that.
That
That-
was-
that's the look you get in Phoenix, right? When like someone is like playing something.
this is a board game. But
What?
that was the first. That was when that picture was taken, right? That's when she said she got attacked.
I don't remember when that picture was taken. I don't think it had like a timestamp on it or anything.
Okay. Well, no, I'm just questioning because.
He was killed an hour. The other guy was killed an hour later.
Well, that and his watch.
Well, no,
stopped.
he was killed an hour before. He was killed at 6.
Yes, he was killed at 6. So for her to be attacked at 7 is impossible.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting at.
When
No, I'm
Celeste
good. I
told
don't
us
want
that,
anybody's bath
we
water.
decided to split up and search the second floor. And soon after that,
I mean, she didn't have an
I saw
alibi
someone
anyway.
moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I
She
did.
made it like really clear that she was trying to keep us away from everything else.
I mean, yeah, she did it now.
I knew that to begin with. I just don't know why Hifumi was helping her.
I saw him the strengths. Yeah.
Manifest screen.
I remember
and
that.
then
That was on last episode.
How could she know it was a man when it was a robot costume?
I don't know.
What's that? Came from downstairs. It must have been.
I mean, also she was the only one at every
at that
single
point, we
Yeah,
decided
yeah.
to divide up into two groups.
sighting of the killer.
Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office, while Sakura,
Yeah, those are the
Byakuya,
killers.
and Toko chased
Yeah, I'm
after
pretty
the suspect.
sure it's Celeste, unfortunately. Even though I do like Celeste.
When we got
I mean,
back
I
to
knew it
the
was her.
nurse's
Like when I
office,
first
we
like
found
saw it.
Hifumi dead, and that's when we heard the body discovery announcement.
Technically,
I left
Monokuma gave us
Celeste and
false
Hina there and
information.
headed back
It's
to the
true.
3rd floor
He did.
to let
So
the
I
others
think-
know
Let
what
that
had
not be
happened.
forgotten, guys. Monokuma fed us false info.
Meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment
Wait, did
room.
Celeste try the costume on? Because the costume wouldn't fit her.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
We
She
must
wasn't in
have
the
found
costume.
both
They
bodies
put him in
at
the costume
almost
to frame
exactly the
him.
same time.
Why? I don't know.
I don't know either. That seems like it would be.
Good God, hurry up.
Because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
Yeah, Celeste didn't wear the costume. So
And
that
that's when
much
I
is true.
told you guys about Hifumi. Then the three of us headed for the nurse's office. But right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us. And she told us something very
I did like
surprising.
Celeste. I'm gonna be kind of sad when we kill her.
Yeah. I did like Celeste.
We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out. in the
Actually, I did say like
equipment
Sakura
room,
was my
so we
favorite
hurried
female
back
character so
again.
far.
Yeah.
Because she took what's her face's place when she went crazy.
Toko?
Yeah.
But when we got there, we
But I
discovered
do
that
like
now
Celeste also.
Taka's body had also gone missing. Next thing we knew, we were
Take it easy,
searching the
Trey.
school
Yeah.
for
I
mean,
two
it takes a
missing
while,
dead
man.
bodies.
Yeah.
tell you.
We have to like. We really do have to
After
listen to
some
this.
Yeah.
time,
Sorry.
Celeste
good night,
informed
though.
us that
Appreciate
she
you stopping
found the
by.
bodies, and we all headed to the repository.
No one
which is
asked for
where we
her alibi,
rediscovered
though?
the corpses.
Every culprit says something to give themselves away before the trial.
I think that about covers it.
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated. It certainly seems to
hour
me
stream
that
feels
these are
like
not
a
a
VR
simple
stream.
series
Hey,
of connected
Waffle.
events.
How's it going?
Okay, well,
I gotta listen to this
if
stuff,
that's
Waffle.
true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation.
How are you doing over
And
there, by
from
the way,
there,
Waffle?
we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them. Now then, let's
Hello,
get started,
hello.
beginning with what happened to Taka.
Contracts is in what happened to Taka. In order to uncover the truth of the case, you have to find them, no matter what. Alright, Phoenix Wright style, let's do this. Dun, dun,
Oh, you
dun.
clicked off the...
Ah, sorry.
Nice, good job, man. Sorry, guys. You clicked off the chat for a second.
Sorry, I'm just using my keyboard here. It's...
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
Almost dropped
We
my water.
already know what order they were killed in.
Oh, sorry.
Taka came last.
Wait, no, he didn't.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the justice hammers.
That's it? That's what you guys base, like, your entire...
Well,
like-
that's what stupid Morgana thinks.
Because of the numbering of the hammers, it's
I'm
impossible.
pretty sure that's it.
He could have just been killed with the number 2 hammer. Nothing stops him. It's like, no, the killer would have used the number 1 hammer.
I can't
That's
look-
just polite.
Can I not look through my evidence?
Like, okay.
I think it's skill. Okay.
And also, I feel you, Lucas. My internet just, like...
While Taka's death came
Craps
from a
the bed
swing
sometimes.
of Justice Hammer 4.
See?
Guys,
So
hear
it's
this theory
obvious
out,
Taka came
but they might have
after.
used the hammers out of order.
crazy thought, guys. They
So,
might have not
regarding
used them in
Taka's
order.
death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
Kyoko, are you just
We
like
already
do you
know
just
what
like
order they were killed
fucking
in.
with everybody?
Taka came last.
I actually have to wonder
What
now.
makes you say that?
I feel like Kyoko knows this.
Justice hammers.
That's not it.
No, I think it was.
Shoot.
So, regarding Taka's death,
I think it might be
I
Taka
wonder
came
if he
last.
died
Yeah.
before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after.
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka
Yeah, Taka
came
was
last.
first. Yeah, that is true. He had to
What
have been.
makes you say that?
I already know that.
Because
I just don't know
of
what the game
numbering of
wants.
The Justice hammers.
Yeah, well, there's only two.
while Taka's
so
dead.
it's not that one, it's the other one.
So it's
Why'd you
obvious
stop it
Taka
on the other
came-
one then?
I couldn't remember if there was another one after that.
I wonder if he died
Figured it was this
before
one,
Hifumi, or perhaps it was after.
We already know
What order they were killed in.
What? I can't.
First then Mondo came. That doesn't. Wait, what?
How do I look through my evidence again? Or can I not do that?
I don't know.
F1, I think.
Is that not the right thing to stop her on?
Cause of each blow to head, thought to be killed with similar weapon.
We got like a time of death. Surely knows the time of death. Well, I mean, we definitely know that Taka didn't have a watch, right?
Yeah.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died
Taka came, then
before
Mondo
Hifumi,
came. I don't.
or perhaps
I think
it
Mondo
was
was a
after.
different case.
We already know what order they were
Wait,
killed
there's only
in.
two things I could shoot. What the hell is it
Taka
asking
came
for me to do?
Was there
What
like
makes
something
you
else
say
you could
that?
do?
Because of the numbering of the Justice hammers.
It's true that
I can,
Hifumi
like,
was
change my
killed with
bullet or
Justice
something.
Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing
I
of
feel like we're
Justice
missing
Hammer
something
4.
here. that
Did
you
I-
forgot.
See? So it's obvious
Because it
Taka
gives you
came
like
after.
every trial has like something new that it introduces to me.
So,
Wait, look
regarding
at the
Taka's
controls,
death,
because I can't. I legitimately can't remember what it is you're supposed to do.
Concentrate, fast forward, weak spots.
Loading truth bullets.
Okay, so can I just change something?
I wonder if he died before Hifumi,
No.
or perhaps it was after.
Oh, damn it.
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What am I missing here?
I don't know. I feel like there's just some mechanic you're not understanding.
What
Probably
makes
some
you say
mechanic that
that?
I've also forgotten about.
Because of the numbering of the Justice hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed.
Come
Hold
on,
on, guys. He needs to figure out.
I'm
his,
trying to remember what it was that we
he
have.
needs to remember all his truth bullet things.
I thought I could
The
change.
story mechanic, maybe.
What was that?
That was where like you store like testimony or something to use against other testimony.
Oh right. How did I do that?
I don't know. Sorry, hold on.
Shift.
There's gonna be a slight recess in the court while he tries to figure out how to do use his bullets.
While Taka's death came
No,
from a
no,
swing of Justice Hammer 4.
It doesn't tell me.
So
See? So it's up.
Okay, the influence gauge. You will. Okay, I know that. Focus gauge. Concentration only on the space bar. Fast forward control key. Weak spots appear in yellow.
I'm not sure.
Press the left mouse button to fire whatever truth bullet you have loaded.
Hold on, guys. While there's a recess in the court, we'll play some relaxing
Quick
music.
start.
It's like elevator.
If you target a weak spot and hold down the left mouse, you can use
Kenny G or like Chuck Van.
Okay,
Jones.
so I hold down the shift key. Okay. I think that's what I have to do?
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after.
Let's figure it out.
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
Good job, man.
What makes you say that?
Is it the other click
Because
then?
of the numbering of the Justice hammers.
That I don't remember how to use this.
Shoot.
So we die.
Oh my
here.
god! There's like a million different mechanics in this game. It's so hard using a freaking keyboard and mouse.
Hold
If you
something down.
If you target a weak spot, hold down.
I don't even know if that's the mechanic you need to do. So, how you guys doing over there? Are you guys on the edge of y'all seats? I know I am. I'm genuinely curious on what happened here.
So, regarding Taka's death,
time to look this
I
up.
wonder if he died before Hifumi.
It's real sad though, because I know what like happened. I mean,
yeah,
I know.
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What? It doesn't even tell me like all my stuff here.
Isn't that all your stuff?
I don't think it is.
I think it is. Hold on.
Use the left mouse button to fire a truth bullet.
I'll look it up because like I already know. I know that's cheating, but like I know what the game wants. I just
need like my controls to remind me what my mechanics are. To be quickly.
I know what it wants. Like Hifumi died first. I know that. It's not cheating.
You target a weak
spot. The mouse wheel.
That's what I was trying to do, and it wasn't working.
What makes you say that?
Yeah, I was thinking like I had to change the truth bullet, but I can't.
Of the justice hammer.
You have to save before this, don't you?
True
well, yeah, the game auto saves.
Yeah,
it's not a big deal, but
that is how you change the bullets, right? Like I feel like that's what I'm supposed to be doing is changing the truth bullet.
Hold on. I'll tell you what you're doing wrong in a second here.
Why is the freaking scroll speed so slow?
I'm not looking at any spoilers. The spoiler-free one. So there you go.
There we go. Fast forward. Focus gauge. Influence gauge.
So I don't really want to be stuck on this. Because, like, I know what... I don't know.
Move the mouse wheel up or down to select... to... What? Wheel up or down to select a truth bullet.
While Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
Yeah, I think you just have to like absorb
so it's obvious
the thing.
Taka came after.
Yeah, I don't remember how to do that.
Monokuma, why is this conversation taking 26 years?
Hold on, control can speed up. Weak spots. Firing truth bullets. I know that. Loading truth bullets with up or down. Quick load. Truth bullet flashback.
And you hold down the left mouse button. You can use that weak spot. Yeah, just you have to hold it down, right?
Left mouse button. Just hold it down.
So yeah, you have to hold it over a weak spot.
So,
I was trying that and it wasn't.
Death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after.
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
That's not doing anything.
Was that left click?
What makes you say that?
Yeah, that was.
Because of the numbering of the justice hammers.
Was that?
It's true that Hifumi
was that left click or right click?
How do I do that
Taka's
though?
death came
What do you mean?
Okay, so now I changed it.
Now you just have to use it on the thingy, which I think you do want the numbering, right?
Taka came after.
Yeah.
Yeah, the numbering is what you wanted.
So,
were you using left click or right click?
No, it was just I don't know. I swear I was using.
Well, it's a yes. It's a simple question.
Well, I don't want to answer.
It's a simple question, mate. We're using left click or right click.
I think we know the answer. It didn't work, don't we?
Do I have to like have another mini trial here?
The hammers were used
Holy
in the
crap.
same order as their numbers.
Oh my god, whatever.
If anything,
That took longer
that's
than it
just
should
another
have.
way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
Yes, it did.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order, but in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi?
I thought we already knew that.
Okay, then.
Oh, I guess
Let's
when
see
we
the proof.
did, but they didn't.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I think it was that Taka was killed before Hifumi. The watch.
I wonder how far we are in this. Oh, it's the hangman thing. Oh yeah, the wristwatch.
I can't remember.
What?
That's what I need.
Yes, wrist. Help us out, guys. Spell wristwatch. No, I know the spell.
Does it
wristwatch.
not give me the letter? Does it matter? What order they were?
I can't remember. I think it did, didn't it? There it is. I. Well, or C. Yeah, that works too. There's no two I's in wrist.
S.
Yes. That. Okay, you didn't get the S.
Fine. S.
S. Hit it again.
Oh.
There you go. That's not how you spell wristwatch. That's lies. That's how you spell wristwatch.
Now I understand.
I mean, watch would have worked just as well, but
Yeah,
I
I
got
don't
it.
know, whatever.
Taka's wristwatch. See? Look.
That's how you
It
spell
broke with the
wristwatch.
hands pointing just past 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer. Because as of last night,
yeah, we know he was
Yeah,
there
we
at 10
saw.
o'clock.
Yeah, I know. He had a watch. I know.
so if it wasn't broken after 6 last night,
What is live?
then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
And that would be his
You guys are
official
playing
time
with
of
me.
death.
You guys are
But
punking
if
me.
that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
That simple fact slipped past all of us. We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because
I
of
mean,
those
you guys did
justice
because you're
hammers.
idiots.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't.
That's exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size. That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make
I don't even know
that
why you
wrong
would
assumption.
assume that.
Yeah, I don't.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window. Because
Yep.
when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder, but all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
Or
That's
do they?
right.
Dun dun.
With him, at least, we're all safe.
You crazy.
Celeste never had an alibi for either of them. They just
We'll
don't
see.
realize it.
You're crazy, Sharvy. I'll never tell you what a lie is.
Must have been. Oh yeah, we know. We did that.
Yeah.
When we heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together. Except for Hiro and Kyoko.
Yeah.
Then we all ran down to the nurse's office, and that's where we found his body.
He's got tiny little legs.
He does.
He's like Dr. Robotnik legs.
He does. He has little spindly legs. I never even
That's
noticed
totally
that.
true. We're all in the clear.
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on!
If
That
that's
is-
true, where's the tape?
The
I don't know.
stupidest thing I've ever heard, Hira.
Don't just go making stuff up.
She does it all the
Anyway,
time.
we all have rock-solid alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream. Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared. When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom
Yeah, I
together,
remember that.
while everyone else was in the equipment
Or
room.
so Hina
correct?
says.
And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing.
Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Yep.
Would she know that though? 'Cause, like she wasn't.
I don't know. You
Wait,
taught me,
then what if
Sharvy. I am
Genocide Jill
lying.
did it? She could have
I'm not
dragged
even
Taka's
real.
body out of there right then!
With her superhuman strength
Even
and
if she
tiny
could pull that
hands.
off, there's no
Itty bitty
way she
hands.
could have done the same with Hifumi's body. Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway.
In other words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies. On
Okay.
the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared,
Jesus, Celeste.
so they most certainly could have done those
Why did
things.
you do it?
Just think
So
she was
what
just
now,
bored.
Kyoko?
Sounds like
Holy crap,
For now, we
Celeste.
can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles. So instead of who, I propose we start talking about how.
That's
in
a good point.
particular, I think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got moved.
That's true. We searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing. And according to what Celeste said,
Mm-hmm.
Could not have been more than a minute or two though. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember that.
I
his
do remember
body
that.
apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of it. But to carry that much weight from the first floor
They
up
always
to
like
the
to carry
third
that much
in that
weight
short
because
amount
he
of
was
time?
massive. I mean,
Oh, man,
elephant
yeah. There's
size.
no way! It'd be impossible!
They
Well,
really like ragging on him
what
for
if I
that.
told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
What? How?
If the dead body were to move itself.
Huh?
The dead body moved on its own?
No! Not another...
If it moved on its own, it wouldn't be a ghost, it'd be a zombie.
Take it easy there,
I don't think
Shaggy.
it has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is we thought Hifumi was
Some pretty
dead.
good music though.
It does.
Perhaps in reality he was
I don't
still
know if you guys
alive.
It's not
really-
Phoenix Wright good, but it's
I don't know if
pretty
you guys
good.
can really hear it, but it's pretty good.
Alive?
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
But I mean,
Yeah.
we found his body. He was dead.
No, he wasn't.
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
He's playing possum.
It isn't possible.
The idea that Hifumi was still alive. Is it really possible?
Yeah, I've kind of known that for like this entire time.
Broken wristwatch.
What do you think
Are
Monokuma
you
does?
saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's
Do you
office...
think he actually pays attention, or do you think he's just
there's
like
a
playing his
chance he
Game
was
Boy up there the
actually
whole
still
time?
alive?
He's like, ooh, I've
No.
almost made it to the next
It is
level.
impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
Kind of picture he plays
you know
Pokemon
that
Go
how?
up there.
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found,
Whoops. Did not mean
and
to do
that is why the announcement was made.
Are
Or
we
was it?
really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Actually, I never even thought about that.
So the body discovered announcement was only made once. But Hifumi and
The
Taka's body
suspicious person starts.
almost exactly the same time.
Are you saying
I
that
still
when we
don't- I don't
first
know. I don't think
found
Sakura
Hifumi
did
in
it.
the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible.
I don't know, I actually don't see
Hifumi
this
was
one.
dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us.
I'm assuming that if it's getting at is that it was
Hifumi's
Taka's.
dead body had been found. And
Yeah,
that
I
is
get
why
what it's
the
asking, but I don't
announcement
get where
was
to throw the
made.
bullet.
Yeah.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone
Right
else's
there, or the what
discovery.
Celeste said?
not sure. His Nintendo Switch.
I believe it's what Celeste said.
Yeah, he's playing Smash
Are
Brothers.
you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office,
Maybe we could speak
there's a
with
chance he was actually still alive?
I'll make
No.
everyone sound like little chipmunks.
It is
Hifumi was dead.
And you know that
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement.
The Chipmunks' new hit album, guys.
been found.
Oh, that wasn't it?
I think it was what Kyoko said.
It's so I hate when they do this. It's, Phoenix Wright does this crap too, where it's like a little vague.
Super Hug Sisters Ultimate. Man, we get convicted again, except we didn't do it.
Oh, I missed a lot on that stupid part. I couldn't figure out a
It's just
damn
like,
mechanic.
Damn it! I lost my game. What are you guys? What are you kids doing? Oh no, it wasn't him.
Is
Did someone else learn the technique of have two of themselves, or is that?
I
only
refuse to
Monokuma?
give up yet.
I don't know. I don't even know how he did that.
I'm still like afraid I'm gonna hit no because the controls are so freaking sensitive.
I honestly don't even know how he made two of himself. I mean, I guess there's multiple Monokumas. But
Are you
and
saying that when we
I
first
don't
there's
know,
a
whatever.
chance you...
No. Hifumi was dead. And you know that. Surely you heard the body. Hifumi's
The weird
dead
bear
body,
is
and
very
that is
mysterious.
why
I
the
don't understand
announcement
him.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Maybe it's time to do that thing again then.
Maybe. I'm not actually sure what it wants here.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
Remember
And you
Hifumi
know
said
that
the culprit's
how?
name?
Surely you heard the body discovery
Kiddo?
announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found,
Oops. Wait,
and that is why the announcement
truth
was
bullets.
made.
I
Are
think
we
he needs
really
to.
I need
so
to
sure
shoot
about
something, but I
that?
don't know what.
Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Because we really don't have, like. I don't know what we could even. I don't know.
I gotta change the
Are
truth
you
bullet.
saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's
say it was
dead
Hiro before
body
dying,
had
yeah.
been found.
I don't know why though.
No,
And
damn it.
that is why
Wrong
the
button.
announcement was
God damn it! I think I have to produce what
I don't even think
Sakura
it-
said there.
Are you sure?
What,
I thought it was what Celeste is saying with what Kyoko, or maybe
Are you
I don't know.
saying
Whatever.
that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
I don't think it was what Sakura
No.
says here.
It is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt, and you know that surely you
So you
heard
think it's
the
what
body
Kyoko
discovery
says to-
announced. Hifumi's
I think it's
dead
what
body
Celeste
had been found.
says
And
to
that is
Kyoko,
why the
or
announcement
possibly
was made.
reversed. I
Are
don't
we
know.
really so sure? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal
Hero's
someone
too stupid
else's
to be a killer.
discovery.
I don't know. I guess we'll see. I mean, I know it was Celeste.
I
Are you
hate
saying
this
that when we
so
first
much.
found there's a chance he was actually
I
still
told you.
alive?
Yeah, I know. I was
If
trying to
Hifumi
swap
was
the
dead,
bullets, but I
And
couldn't.
you know that how?
So you think it's what
Surely
she
you
said
heard the
to?
body
I think
discovery
it's either that or
announcement.
reverse.
Hifumi's dead body had been found, and that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's
No, I think it's-
discovery.
It might be reversed.
I'm pretty sure it's what Sakura says
I don't know. Whatever.
to.
Are you
Are
saying that when we
Hifumi
first
alive at
found
the
Hifumi
I have no
in the
idea.
there's a chance he was
I
actually
have no
still
idea why he would
alive?
lie, but
No.
I'm pretty
Hifumi
sure
was
he
dead, and
did.
you
I
know
mean,
that.
I'll eat my
Surely you
words
heard
if
the
he
body
didn't, and
Hifumi's
it actually
dead
was.
body had been
Like,
found.
this game will give me like a massive twist if like it turns out it was Hiro the whole time.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi,
Like that would actually be like a really cool
Hifumi
twist.
was dead,
But,
and you know that surely you heard
we'll
the
see.
body Hifumi's dead body, and that is why the
Are we really? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
it's true. I don't know if he lied or not. He had no
Are you
reason to
saying
lie.
that when we first found Hifumi, there's a chance he was actually...
No. Hifumi was dead, and you know that how. Surely you heard the body discovered. Hifumi's
dead body had been found.
He didn't blow away the
Ah,
whole
you-
thing.
is why the
Get
announcement.
these
Are we
stupid buttons
really-
mixed
maybe
up.
The announcement was intended
having trouble
to
with
signal
buttons.
someone else's discovery.
No, please get it.
God, the wrong button.
Oh
I
my
hate
God.
like having everything. It's
Saying
like
that when
one
we
mouse
there's a
click.
chance he was...
No. Hifumi was dead, and you know that surely you heard the body Hifumi's dead body, and that is why.
Are we really so sure? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone
Gotta
else's discovery.
right click it first, mate.
I.
Are you saying that when
No,
we first there's
it's
a
just
chance
Okay.
it's all done. It's like
Hifumi was dead, and you know that surely
I need
you
to
heard
set the
body
buttons that on
Hifumi's
the
dead
frickin'
body,
thing
and
here.
that is why
Okay.
the
Are we
Right click.
Really so maybe
Remember,
the
right
announcement
click.
was intended to signal
Okay, well, that
someone
works too.
else's discovery.
I mean, if it's not this, then I don't know.
Are you saying that when we first found there's a chance
He was actually still
alive?
No. Hifumi was dead,
And you know that how?
surely you heard the body discovery announcement. Hifumi's dead
body had been found.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
I knew it was like it had to have been one of those two. I just didn't know what order it wanted them in. And that also took a lot
Was the
longer
body
than it needed to.
discovery announcement that was made really intended for Hifumi?
Of course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Maybe. But that was also the same time that
Again,
Taka's
another
body
Kuma
was
gave us
found.
false information. He didn't explain.
That's right.
Well, he didn't really give you false
it wasn't
information.
long after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
But didn't he announce them together?
So there's
No.
a good chance. I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
First of all, if two bodies had been found, there really should have been two announcements.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
What do you say, Monokuma? Any comment?
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail. But what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
That didn't answer our question, man. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
He just answered.
No, actually, that was plenty.
Huh?
He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time.
It wasn't thought
Even
about
if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again. If that's true, then why was the announcement made again later on?
Huh? Later on?
Exactly. We heard the body discovery
It'd been nice
announcement
if he had
twice.
like, if he had put like a timestamp on like those announcements.
Yeah. But you know, Monokuma, I guess, is kind of a lazy bastard.
First time I played was when we found each body in the nurse's office in the equipment room. And the second time was when
both bodies are rediscovered, right? Or
Hifumi came back to life.
I can't remember now.
I think it was just after he came back to life.
I don't remember. There wasn't a body discovery announcement when Hifumi died.
Shoot!
Like, I can't remember. I played this game too far apart.
And so you died.
I just forgot.
You really died like 3 times.
I
in this
know.
trial.
Well, a lot of it has to do.
Trial's
A lot of it
really
has to do with the mechanics, and not so much.
This trial's really shaming you. It's really
I
putting you to
refuse to give
shame.
up yet.
Good for you, Makoto.
Was the body discovery announced?
Of course it was.
Neji. I don't
The
know what to say
announcement.
about that. Whoa.
Taco's cautious.
Toko?
Taco.
Taco was the dead one.
They were both discovered. I don't think so, because he was discovered. There was only one announcement, right? When. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know, man. It's up to you.
I guess it doesn't really matter.
Pick one.
I think it was this one.
Shoot!
I just don't remember.
I got it.
Maybe that's the one I said initially.
We
You said
heard
it was
Maybe he just said
stupid.
that he wouldn't
in the
announce it.
repository when we rediscovered the 2 bodies.
Rediscovery. Toko didn't die. I don't know. That's the one I said, and he said it was stupid.
No, but I know she didn't die, but I was trying to remember if that's when we got the second announcement. I couldn't remember if this happened like after or not.
Well, I said it was, and then you told me I was.
Seem weird
I
at the
didn't say it
time,
wrong, so I couldn't
but
remember.
it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
Exactly. If we were actually
Also, he said like
rediscovering
rediscovery,
both
so
bodies,
yeah, I
the
assumed it just
announcement shouldn't have
contradicts
played.
it, so that wasn't right.
And in reality, when the 2 dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was
Was he-
being discovered for the first time.
So, when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he wasn't actually dead yet. Meaning, he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
And that's just part of it. There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
Oh, I know!
What is it, Genocide Joe?
Because he was super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada boo!
That
Good-
is the worst logic I
good-
have
good
ever
job.
heard. But honestly, I do not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
Okay then, let's take another look at the events surrounding the discovery of his body.
Glasses.
Then
Yeah.
it should become clear whether he was really alive or not.
Yeah, this one
whole
we do
thing
know.
is
It was the
complex.
glasses. He wiped them.
There's proof that shows Hifumi was still alive. I have to find it and show it to everybody.
Yeah, it was. He wiped his glasses. Easy peasy. I just don't know how the game wants it.
Yeah.
I can't be.
That's
Here's
really what
one
it comes
thing we
down
do
to.
know. The first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office. And then, while me and Celeste were in the bathroom, his body disappeared.
And the next time we saw his body, it was in the repository.
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after being moved, other than the change in how it was positioned,
That really wasn't it.
Could have just waited.
I thought for sure that would be
Hear
it.
the whole story out, man. Shoot. She'd be like, "That's it. Fire my truth bullet." Pew.
Well, here's one thing we do know.
You can't prove
The
that
first
he
time we
was
found him,
still
and
alive.
then his body disappeared.
And the next time we saw his body,
It was in.
but when you compare his body before, other than the change in how it was positioned, there was no notable difference.
Kifumi fit. Kifumi
Was that
fit.
really what it was? Like,
Was
she
he
pretty much just
really
repeated
still
herself.
Of course not. It is impossible.
I guess it's the last one.
Ah. Oh, Celeste got a little
Well,
too
here's
close
one
there.
thing. The first time we found
It's
him,
gonna
and
be
then
dumb if that's what it
his
was.
body
It's
disappeared.
not like
next
there's
time
no
we
notable
saw his
difference
body,
if
it
there
was
was.
When you
Like,
compare his body before,
Other than the change in how it was positioned, there was no notable difference.
No,
knew it was
that's wrong.
I know, but it's just dumb.
Oh well,
In
we got
fact,
it.
There was one clear difference between Hifumi in the nurse's office and the repository. His glasses.
Yeah.
That fact alone proves that he was only playing dead.
Perhaps you'd like to fill the rest of us in?
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office,
He is pretty
his
thick, though.
glasses were covered with blood. But when we found him again later in the repository, they were spotless.
Well, I
This
wouldn't
was
say spotless, but they were definitely clean.
I don't understand like how he died though.
Hifumi?
Celeste was in the bathroom with what's her face at the time, right?
Not this time. That was the first time his body was
And
moved.
I found
Or
the item
moved.
he used to
Quotation.
wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash can.
But he would have had to have moved when.
I mean, I don't know, mate. Like, we gotta play it out. We gotta see. I legitimately don't know how all of this, like, goes
crap.
together.
The evidence I found in the trash can in the nurse's office, it was a murder-suicide.
It was glasses cleaning cloth, not murder-suicide. That's
no,
not the
I mean,
evidence.
like, he killed, what's his face, and he killed himself using his own
I don't think
hammer.
so.
And then cleaned the hammer.
He bled out while moving.
One look at the bloodstain on the cloth should make things clear. This piece of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean. And the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera. And
Yeah.
whose digital camera was it?
The character was Princess Piggles. From
Demon Angel, Pretty Pudgy Princess. Yep.
I highly doubt
It's
anyone
like the,
but
like,
Hifumi would have
like
thought
the
something
voice actor was
like
like, what the hell is this
Yeah.
line?
I see your point.
I'd love to
The
read that
only people
line.
here who wear glasses are.
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
A few tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
Then there's no question. It belonged to Hifumi.
Yeah, I mean,
So what you're saying is...
I like
What I'm
Bayaki
saying
was,
is, the blood on his
like,
glasses was wiped away using
his
his
reasoning
own
for that
glasses
is like he
cleaning
just thinks
cloth.
it's stupid
Even
and
if
wouldn't
that is
use
true.
it.
It does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
But who would benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
That's a good point.
Then it must have been him, right?
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office. He pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet. And with
Just to
that,
record their
the
lines?
impossible
I
task
doubt
of
it.
moving
That's
his
usually how they do
glasses
things.
They
becomes
probably had him like in
possible
different
when
booths,
he
so
Yeah,
said,
like
yeah.
they didn't have him in the same room because of sound
Yeah,
reasons.
you can't have that for sound purposes.
If he was just pretending to be dead.
Yeah, when
As
you
cool as it would be, though.
yeah, when you voice act, you sit like in a hot
Yeah, you sit in a room much like this we're sitting in now, actually.
with no air conditioned, soundproof walls,
Yeah, you sit in a room kind of like
just
what we're
like
sitting in now.
sweating and
What was
smelling like
with all that
ass.
blood? Was it paint or something?
No, there was like a fridge of blood like right
The
next to him,
fridge in
wasn't
the
there?
nurse's office
Yeah.
contains packs of blood for emergencies.
It would have been nice to keep that
He
as
probably
evidence.
used one of those.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out. So he
Genocide
just stuffed it
Jill.
everywhere.
Can you like tone
But
it
he got
down to
crazy
like
with it
10?
and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done. God, what an idiot.
She's like
And
at
if Hifumi
12
was
right
still
now, and I really
alive
need her
at
to be
that
like at a
point,
10.
The disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained. It should be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
Taka himself.
It was Hifumi.
I got it!
Taka
It could only have
himself.
been Hifumi.
While we were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
The door was locked? Well,
Yeah.
after the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right? So me and Sakura headed for the repository. But when we got there, the door was locked.
And the repository door can only be locked from the inside, which means when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository.
But why?
So, Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
But that means he took part in the murders.
Well, murder.
I just can't believe it.
I don't
If
think
you're
he
having
had
trouble,
anything to
would
do
you
with
like
his
me
own
to show
murder.
you one more piece of evidence?
There's more?
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest
Keep going.
fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed.
What's
You
that?
know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The item he took off of Taka's lifeless body?
Right. Yeah, sure. I know what she's talking about. What the hell is she talking about? Oops. That is
I
a scrap
got
of paper.
No.
You're talking about the note Hifumi
Yeah,
had
okay.
hidden away, aren't you?
Hifumi had the note.
Oh,
The
okay.
other guy had the scrap.
What is it? Oh, okay.
Hidden note?
That's right. We found it stuffed in his pants.
How deep in his
Maybe he
pants?
just like eat it or something.
Why? Because he's fat?
No, because
Damn.
because it's evidence that you want to destroy.
So the fat guy has to eat.
I
the
would
evidence?
I would eat the paper.
Wow. That's freaking like.
Yes. Pants. It's just like
That was about an hour too long.
Okay,
Well, we've been at it for
well,
like almost
forget
an hour.
about the
so
pants for now.
Hopefully, there's not too much.
Take a look at what the note said.
Hopefully, there's not too much left.
on the hole. Maybe we could use it to escape. But Akuma can't find out, so I'll tell you what. Let's be in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
That's the note I was telling you about. The one that told me where to go. Huh? Wait, this one's
Well,
a
yeah,
little
the timing
different.
off.
In my
Welcome
note
back,
it
Fed.
said, Monokuma can't find
Hope you had a
out,
good
so
shower.
don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
I see. Then this note isn't the same one Hero got.
It's not the same?
In other words,
No,
the
idiot.
killer got in touch with another person besides Hero, and that person could only have been...
Hifumi's pants. I knew it all along, guys. It was always gonna be Hifumi's pants.
I got it! That's right! Taka! The killer used this note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Hello? Over here! Objection! Objection! I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right? So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Huffy!
What did she say?
Just to be
I
clear.
think she's just like,
TikTok is Taka and
We
Huffy
should have
is
fixed
Hifumi,
Hifumi's pants.
right? Oh, yes! Why must you ruin it every
I
time?
feel like that was a joke that didn't translate well to American to English.
I think it's just genocide, Jill.
Genocide
Jill
Jack is
stuff.
seriously scary, but still, I can't let her get to me.
What's she gonna do? Throw her
We're
scissors
really
at
gonna have
you?
to like.
Objection! Hold it! Freaking Phoenix Wright. I love Phoenix Wright so much.
Huffy had the note, right? And the
Huffy.
person it was intended for
Huffy's
must
Tifumi,
have
yes.
been Huffy!
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter! The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
There you go.
No, that's wrong.
He did it. TikTok? The hell?
No, there absolutely is a connection.
What the hell are you talking about?
The note said to meet at 6 a.m., which is the same time Taka was murdered. We've already proven that using his wristwatch. But there's more. Look where the note says to meet. The equipment room, right?
Which is where Taka was killed.
So, Taka was murdered at both the time and place written in the note. I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
I believe it.
Well, when you put it like that... No further objections!
Then someone used that note to trick Taka.
Oh,
Just
sorry.
the same as me. The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster. Telling people they found a way out.
But if
Why
they
would you
gave the
believe
note to
them?
Taka,
I don't know.
what was Hifumi doing with it? Stuffed down his pants, no less!
Okay.
Most likely, Hifumi stole
least
it
she got
off
some-
Taka's
she got some
corpse
using out of
after he
that.
died.
Huh? He stole it?
Where's your proof? Go ahead, show us.
Alright. It's another torn piece.
My torn piece of paper. That is my evidence.
I got it! When I searched Taka's body,
Somebody getting
I saw
razor
that his
pants? No, I don't
lifeless
think
hand was
so.
gripping a small scrap of paper.
I mean,
If
I don't
I'm
know.
right about this, the sheet of paper this piece came from is... I knew it! It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
It's lies and
And
slander.
Taka's scrap. And
The note was
Hifumi's
obviously doctored
note.
to make it fit that way.
Yup. They're from the same piece of paper.
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka, while
This is
Taka's
interesting.
corpse still grasped a small
Yeah, I really
piece of
do want
that
to know
note.
what's going on.
There's only one way to explain it.
Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from his death grip, leaving behind only one small scrap.
Either, like, how could he not remove the paper from his dead hand?
I don't know. Doesn't your
Did I
body
get all
like
that right?
After a while, but if he just killed him, I know like there's rigor mortis, but I doubt it would set
don't
it
know.
instantly.
Dude, I don't
That
know,
means
man.
Hifumi knew the note was important.
Exactly. Which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
Or that he wrote it himself.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was super involved in this whole thing for sure.
Oh,
In fact, he was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive.
Can we just like
Sorry,
say this guy
no.
did it? Anyway.
When we found him in the repository, Hifumi was truly and completely dead. The second body
I
discovery
retract my
announcement
statement.
proves
I
that.
think Hiro did it after all.
So then, who killed Hifumi?
Whoever did is the mastermind, the
When you
true
die holding him,
killer.
you can have
He
hella
was
strong
killed
grip.
in the repository.
I mean, I'll believe it because
So
I don't
he
actually
must
know.
have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
I've never tested that, you know.
He must have been killed after Taka's body vanished, but before we found both bodies in the repository.
During that time, we'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body.
Still haven't explained the
In
suit
other
either.
words, during that time, none of
A
us
lot
have
to go.
alibis.
Wait, but me and Sakura were together. Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus! Who are you
Walrus?
calling a walrus?
Anyway,
She
when they
swims,
were
I
killed
guess?
bothers me too. But there's something that's been bothering me even more.
I
And
never
what
had a
might
fourth
that be?
brother, though.
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
The weapon?
Yeah, because I mean, according to the Monokuma file, the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all. But Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right? So if Hifumi was killed in the repository, the culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi,
Or, use another blunt object.
then put the hammer back where they
I
found
mean, I know
it.
they used a hammer to
But
clean the
wouldn't
hammer.
that be seriously risky for him?
I'm surprised. It seems there's some semblance of a brain knocking around that skull of yours after all.
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good and tight.
He's right, though. I don't understand.
I mean,
The
he's
Monokuma
right,
file
but-
makes it clear that they were killed using similar
Good job, Hiro.
instruments. But if the hammers were already laying around those other rooms,
So the question is, how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers? Personally, I haven't a clue.
No, you
So
know
which hammer
Celeste.
was used to attack Celeste? Number 1 or number 2?
Those were accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think either one is big enough to kill someone.
Is it not possible they used a different weapon?
I don't think it is possible. They were both killed with the same kind of thing, right?
so
mean-
then, what
I
was
mean, a
used
blunt
to kill
object is a
Hifumi?
blunt
I mean-
object.
They could have used this what? I don't know, whatever.
The weapon that actually killed
I
him.
only have a sister. I don't have a fourth brother. I only have an older sister. That's the fourth sibling. Rest in
What
peace,
was
Junko.
used to kill Hifumi?
Spotless
Was
him.
it Justice Hammer 3? Maybe Justice Hammer 4?
Well, whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out. How was the culprit
Well, that's gonna be
able to
attack hammer
move
4 if all
around
are
so
accounted for.
freely with the weapon? How did nobody witness them carrying it?
Yeah.
Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance! Check
How
out
is she doing?
murdergear.com/hammertime for more info!
I'm gonna check that out when I'm done
one
here.
thing seems
Wait,
pretty
that has to
clear.
be like.
I don't think so.
No, not in a video game, I guess.
I don't think so.
What was the name of that?
And-
Hold on, guys. I actually want to legitimately check out
that's
this website. My sister's doing okay. She's fine.
I'll let it play through so you can get
I'm
the
gonna-
website.
I'm actually gonna see her on Thanksgiving, so that'll be
What was
interesting.
used to kill Hifumi?
I think that's right there, right?
Was it Justice
Hold on.
Hammer 3?
I want
Maybe
to see
Justice Hammer 4?
the website here that
Well,
Genocide
whatever
Jill
it was,
says.
There's one. How was the culprit? How did nobody? Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5. Check out murdergear.com/hammertime for more info.
dot
One
com
thing seems pretty
Hammer
clear.
time.
murder
And
gear
about it.
dot com
What was used to kill
slash
Hifumi?
hammer
Really? What?
gear.
Shoot!
Did I spell that right?
What was
Murder
used to
Gear's a
kill
real
Hifumi?
I don't
Was
know
it
if that's like
Justice Hammer
intended.
3? Maybe Justice
the
Hammer
hell is this?
4?
Is it like a band?
whatever it
something?
was,
I don't know what the, where the hell
one
did this
thing we
take
have to
me?
figure out. How was the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon? How did nobody witness them carrying it?
Well, I don't know if that's what's
Sounds like a
intended,
Justice
but
Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance!
that what it is? Like, just.
Check out murdergear.com/hammertime for more info.
Shoot!
What was used
Murder
was it
gear.
Justice
Oops,
Hammer
didn't do that.
3?
Hold on, let me look up murder gear.
What was used was it just maybe
Gear.
Justice?
Well, there's one. How was the
I wasn't sure what that website was.
Sounds like a Justice Hammer. Check out murdergear.com/hammer.
Well, one thing's the murder weapon had to be one of the Justice Hammer. And.
How was that? I don't get.
It's just a real website. I don't even know, like. I don't know what to say about that. That's
The
just
murder
the legit
weapon
thing
wasn't
that
a
exists.
Justice Hammer at all. No, it was something completely different.
Just a regular
But-
hammer.
Seriously? A different weapon?
I'm sorry, I was looking that up for a second. What happened?
Specifically,
No, it was just
a
like-
hammer from the repository. Now, all the hammers in the repository were covered in flecks of grit and debris. But for some reason, one of them had been scrubbed clean.
Huh?
And the reason it had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was used to commit murder. If the hammer got covered in Hifumi's blood, of course they'd have to clean it off.
I don't
I'd
think they
also
sold
like
guns.
to point out that the repository has all kinds of hammers. Big ones, small ones,
Medium
and even some
ones.
flat mallet-like ones. I think whoever made the Justice Hammers used those as a basis for their design.
If that's true, that would explain the Monokuma file's note about the wounds being similar.
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository, where someone then used a hammer to kill him.
And whoever did that is the true killer. The one Hifumi was working with. And the one who betrayed him.
Hold on a moment. I still think it's strange to assume someone was working together with him. The way the graduation rule
Hold on a
works,
sec.
there is no benefit to helping someone else carry out a murder. So the idea that anyone would work together like that is simply ludicrous. We talked about this, did we not?
I'll answer that.
What did
in
we
one
talk about?
second.
How we did talk about how we would work together. At least that's what we thought. But I actually don't know this one.
Your sister? No, not really, Sharvy. She has like a job and family.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is
So no,
complicit
she
in the
doesn't
murder,
really. She doesn't do that.
only the one who actually carried out the act can
I don't want to put
graduate
these people
and
in the building
survive.
exactly.
Assuming
I don't
the
know
rule
actually.
holds
That's
true,
not really been
it is
revealed to
simply
us.
impossible
To be honest.
that two people work together on this.
That is how the rule was explained to us.
But that only really applies if there's one murder, right? In this case, however, there were two murders.
Does my sister have a husbanda/wife? She has a husband. I don't know if that's the same thing as a
So there's no chance.
husband.
Okay.
Based on the
She is
rules
married,
that have
yeah.
been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive.
Yeah.
Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work together on this.
That is how the rule was explained to us.
But that
I don't know,
only
actually.
really applies if there's one murder, right? In this
He probably
case,
does
however,
sometimes, but I have no
there were
idea.
two murders.
Actually, don't. I mean,
Based on the rules
Man, that's
that
a really
have
good
been laid
point. I
out
never
for us,
like.
even if more than one
I
person
think I
is
take
complicit in the murder,
Kyoko's.
only the one
No
who
idea.
actually
Phrase.
carried out the act can graduate and survive.
Put it here.
Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work together on this.
That is how the rule was explained to us.
But that only really applies if there's one murder, right? In this case, however, there were
Take
two
murders and
murders.
use it on impossible.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. I missed it there.
Ugh.
Based
Okay,
on the
take her
rules
back
that have been
around.
laid out for us,
Even if more than one, only the one who actually assuming the rule holds true.
That
Well, my
is how
cat
the-
doesn't
But
smoke
that only
catnip,
really
but
applies
I
if
guess I'd
there's
be
one-
okay
in
with
this
it if she
case,
did.
however, there were two murders.
based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule
Holds true.
Sure, why not? She
no,
deserves
that's
it.
wrong. Since there were two murders, it's at least plausible that more than one person was involved.
What do you mean?
If there'd only been one murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering. Naturally, if only one person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit.
Risk versus reward benefit?
The payoff for working together. The reward that balances out the risk of taking part in a scheme.
Basically, they
There's
have...
no point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you. However, if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation
Because really for the
becomes
accomplice, there's actually like less
You're
risk.
saying that two people could act as each other's
If you really think
accomplices
about
to
it.
commit two separate murders.
I
proud
think
of
that's
yourself?
what the true killer told Hifumi. They would each have an accomplice for their crime. And based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka. They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders. Instead, each person killed someone, creating two separate incidents.
I didn't even think about that, to be
Well, I
honest.
mean, I got that, but I don't get why.
Interesting.
I got that, but yeah, I didn't.
And it only looked like one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look. A single suspicious individual, a similar weapon
I
used
figured
in each crime,
Hifumi killed that guy, but I couldn't figure out
disappearing
why.
bodies.
Yeah, I figured that too, but I just didn't know why either.
By creating one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind it all.
The mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan. And then, to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice. Which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning.
That's just awful. How could anyone be so cruel?
Perhaps a French person.
You think
How could
so?
anyone be so
I
cool? They
can't
just
tell.
committed like a
It's
murder.
Still, their choice of accomplice seems odd.
The effort made to convince us two murderers were the same. Kyoko must have noticed that from the very beginning. That's why she said not to look at the series connected. Okay.
Yeah. Except Kyoko never actually like tells us this stuff. She's just like,
So it was too amazing.
I understand how an accomplice could be involved. But then, who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
That's problem numero uno right now.
yep.
The true killer manipulated for to carry out a number of actions at the end and murdered him.
Still
I mean,
has.
There's only one person who seems to fit.
He's actually right. He's not wrong in this case.
It was me.
I did it, guys. I am the true puppet master. Can you do Monokuma? Or does that just go scroll over him? Oh, it just goes like over him. Okay. Why can't we do it to the dead? I mean, Chihiro.
Here's my answer.
It might have been Chihiro, to be honest.
It was
That isn't
Celeste.
feasible.
Ah, so I'm the suspicious individual now, am I? I really do hate this kind of joke.
A joke? I wonder.
So what you are saying, then, is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi. The idea that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him,
'Cause it
that I
obviously
would go
wasn't-
within 10 feet of that shit for brains, that lazy, worthless goddamn idiot! Pardonnez-moi.
Just to be clear, there is evidence to
It's
support.
obviously not
Is
Leon.
that so?
It is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior that was common only to the two of you.
I mean, it's very subtle, but it was there.
Considering what we've learned
I mean, it
so
wasn't
far,
subtle, but it was like
only
very
further
like
proves that the two of
glossy,
you were working
like,
together.
just like glanced over.
Yeah.
Wait, what did you say? What is the only?
What is that only Hifumi and Celeste had in common?
I got it! The behavior they had in common has to do with the suspicious individual in the suit, doesn't it? The only ones who ever actually saw Robo Justice firsthand
Yeah.
were Celeste and Hifumi.
Shush. The adults are talking now.
Sorry.
As he said, only Celeste and Hifumi
Did he
ever
just,
laid
like-
eyes on the costumed
just, like,
individual. If we
cock-block us
accept
from
that
our
Hifumi
case?
was one of the
What a
culprits,
douche.
we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
Are you saying everything they told us was a lie?
After taking Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this individual, correct? And not too long
Yeah,
after
I figured
that,
this out.
do you remember what Celeste said?
Yeah, you're just taking this from me. That's cool.
I figured it out first. So yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
got that.
We headed to the second floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen. Next, to draw us all to the physics lab up on the third floor,
She let out a blood-curdling scream.
and when we'd all come to see what was wrong, what was it she...
Yeah.
Once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab, it was time for her partner to get to work.
I don't understand if they had this all planned out. Why put the guy in the suit and try to frame him?
Yeah.
So she says that seemed to like hinder them.
I don't really know.
And why move the body still?
It was to get us to divide into two groups. So that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
Okay, that makes sense. That's why they moved the body.
In fact, Celeste
Fair
was
enough.
precisely the one who proposed that we split up.
But if Fumi didn't put it together, she was setting him up.
Yeah, I don't know,
Like,
man.
they said there was going to be two bodies here, but I only see one body.
see one body. Only one. I only see one and then not two. Where could the second one be? I don't know. I'll just put my head over this target and wait. There's still 2 more hours of this trial. Really?
Man. Ooh.
Well, if Celeste and Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly become
That would be
connected.
insane because I feel like we've been at
And
this
on
for a
top
while.
of that piercing cry of yours early on. That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it? It was your way of telling him, we're on the 3rd floor. Everything's going according to plan. Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
I just
Probably
realized
exactly how
another
it
strange
happened.
thing. When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office,
I have no idea. Maybe it's 2 more hours of like
Celeste,
Celeste
you
screaming.
were
I
the
don't
first
know.
one to say he'd been murdered. You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
So if any of them were competent enough to check like a pulse or if he was breathing, this
Yeah.
plan would have just fallen apart.
Pretty much, yeah. Well, I don't know, man. That's what
I don't believe it.
Else he had something like
Everything.
slow his heartbeat
The
and
whole
breathing,
thing
which
was
I mean I
one
guess
big
it can do with sleeping medicine.
Hina, you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
Yeah. I was feeling kind of sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom. Wait! Then that was...
She wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
Each piece isn't much by itself, but start putting them together and the picture gets very ugly indeed. Wouldn't you agree,
I have no idea what you mean.
Don't bother trying to deny it. You made one fatal mistake.
Oh, did
Well,
I?
we kind of proved it couldn't have been.
I didn't even catch it
Hero.
myself when you first said it, but looking back, I can say that that one little slip-up was your undoing.
What are you talking about?
That is
I'm
what she
talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
said. Stupid fat weave guy.
What did she say? He must have really be enjoying this. Just like that. Oh, I actually
Oh.
missed that.
Yeah, I didn't even catch
I
that.
remember her saying that too, but I don't understand
I
what's so
see.
strange about it.
Then pay attention. Sakura, Toko, and I were first to discover Taka's body in the equipment room. Then Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed. So Sakura and I left with Makoto. Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the 4 of us headed to the nurse's office. Now, the entire time we were together,
Yeah.
none of us said anything about Taka
said
being
multiple
dead.
bodies.
Think about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It
Yeah,
was
she's a
completely
that's kind of out of
place.
character for her. 'Cause she's a gambler.
What do you mean?
Like she think she would know not to make mistakes like that if she's supposed to be like the ultimate gambler.
I mean, I don't know. People make mistakes,
Yeah,
man.
I see what you're talking
That
about.
seems like a really like
Although
rookie
I don't really
mistake.
get what it means.
Like I know what's his name did it too,
You hear
and
that,
is that
Celeste?
really like what's gonna
Everyone's
be
having
like
some
the whole
trouble
game like now?
understanding. Could you repeat what you said?
Mondo did that.
If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
What does gambling have to do with talking?
Well, it's just like you. Keep
I mean,
a
I think it's
straight
more
face.
so. Well, I mean,
Like,
she
you
did
know
keep like a
not-
straight face though when she was lying to you guys straight up.
You know, but you know not to like slip up like that. Like there's
Well,
little
I'm just
subtle
saying,
things
like,
that you
in-
do
like
as a
in the-
gambler that you should know.
I know. I'm just saying, like in terms of emotion, she didn't slip up though. She lied to you guys in front of your face. So what are you gonna do? I do blame the stupid fat weeb guy though, because he is a weeb. Not because of that though, but just because this was obviously all his fault.
All I said was, they must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing
Stop.
around, frightened and confused.
I
They
don't
must
want to
be
step it on my computer.
positively elated.
No, ma'am.
We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died.
This trial's kind of
And
bold.
that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it? What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
All I said was,
Control.
they must really be enjoying the sight of us. They must be. We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
And that's
Admit.
all it takes to fit. What was so strange about
If
Celeste's
Rumi was
comment?
still the main culprit, he killed Taka. He did kill Taka.
All I said, they must really
That
be
is
enjoying
true.
the sight of us. They must be. We are all
Taking
going
it
to.
on
We are going to
service.
die, just like those guys died.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Shoot. All I said was,
Am I supposed to take
they
a
must
piece here?
really be
Yeah.
enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us
Last statement in
standing
that.
around, frightened and confused. They must be positive. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes.
What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
No. Let's get that one right.
Well, might be that in the reverse.
All
I
I
don't know.
said was,
Use those guys on
they
so
must
strange.
really
Yeah,
be
that's what I was gonna
enjoying
do.
the sight of us standing around. They
Oh,
must
those
be
guys on. Okay, I was thinking it was
positively
strange
elated.
on
We are
those
all
guys.
going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all,
All
I
I
said.
said
And
was,
that's all it takes to finish this. What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
Oh, maybe it is the other way
possibly
around.
reversed. I'm gonna use the bathroom. real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll be right back, guys.
All I said, they must really be enjoying the sight of us. They must be. We are all going to. We are going to die. And that is all.
And that's all it takes to fit.
What was so strange about Celeste's
It's
comment?
this one. It's this one and those guys.
All I said was, they must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and they must be positive. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
I don't really understand why it was wrong the other way around, but whatever.
That's right. There's no reason Celeste should have said, just like those guys died. When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
Exactly. And we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall. So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the
I probably would
equipment room
have probably
for
enjoyed this
herself.
more in like easy mode, just because like I think it would have been played more, a little more like Phoenix Wright.
So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than one person had been killed?
Plus, is always gonna be your wife.
And how did you know they were both guys? Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too.
You all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
Imaginations.
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person Then what about the picture I took?
It's true.
How do you explain this picture of...
It has to be some kind of set, so let's put the suit on. And then she used the camera's timer to...
Have you so quickly forgotten? You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit. Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer.
It's a cheap piece of crap.
In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away. If everything I told you was a lie,
Simple. Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi?
What could you possibly mean by that?
Surely there are other explanations than the one you've offered up.
No. There is no other explanation.
He's like, no, that is not true.
Fumi is some type of drinking.
The Hifumi and the suspect are dancing.
I got it! It's not a picture of the suspect dragging
He sounds like
Hifumi away.
Anne. Maybe they're the same
I
voice
would
actress.
say it's a
I don't
picture
know.
of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility.
You said someone was in the
The
suit.
one being dragged off in
Yeah.
that picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit. We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around.
No, it's not true.
And the strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther. If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
Why?
Yeah, I don't really get this.
Such a thing is utterly impossible. Hifumi was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
Apparently she's gonna educate
maybe the
us.
suit was empty and they just like put it on him afterwards.
Yeah, probably.
So Sisu-poo.
Apparently she's gonna educate us, guys. Well, we're about to get schooled, so let's see what happens. Take us to school then, Celeste.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out! Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight! You tried to make me look like the bad guy!
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way
No one
they
could
could
lift
stand up
Hifumi, though.
straight like that. Then the fortune-telling idiot is the
Like,
culprit
everyone's just
after
really
all.
on that.
No way!
No one could lift Hifumi.
If I remember, Kina said.
Yeah.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out! Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight! You tried to make me look like the bad
I
guy!
don't know what this one is.
I'm not sure, actually.
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture.
It'd be
the
nice if I could like
suspect
go
is-
over my evidence in the middle of a trial. I can't.
Yeah. There you go.
What about looking at here? The suit, the blueprints. Doesn't get much information on them though.
Yeah, I was actually thinking that too. That might be right. Yeah, costume on stand up straight. I was thinking that too because it wouldn't have mattered because the costume didn't let you
If the
bend.
what I
person
was thinking
inside
too,
the
but I don't wanna,
suit
like,
was
mess it up.
unconscious, there's no way they could stand up.
Up straight like that.
Yeah.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. I was like, that's probably
I
right.
was just trying to remember what I was gonna go back and check 'cause I couldn't remember what the message
No.
said.
Even if the person inside the suit were unconscious,
They said they
they
couldn't
could
bend
still
their
stand
limbs.
up like that because that Robo Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
Yeah, I can't bend.
That's right! They totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
I'm not so sure that was a mistake. I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
But if it was designed that
Costume.
way to begin with the beginning, why would you even need someone in the suit to begin with?
The costume was designed to help with back problems. I don't know what it was designed for.
Celeste and Hifumi took the suit they'd specially designed and stuffed Hiro into it.
I don't know.
Also, they would need to get Hiro's measurements.
Yeah. They
That's
just
how
like
they were able
like
to fake
measure
that
him in
whole
his
thing.
sleeve.
The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
Well then, I suppose this is checkmate.
Checkmate?
Don't make me laugh, you idiot! What do you mean, checkmate?
Celeste?
Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem.
Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he
Sounds
lay
like she's
dying?
talking like from the south now. Hifumi, who attacked you?
I remember their name.
Yasuhiro.
When we asked him who had attacked
See those
him,
measurements
his
are in the
answer
book
was
thing for the
quite
info?
clear, was it not?
Oh, that's right. They can't get their measurements.
Yeah.
And I quote, Yasuhiro. In other words, Yasuhiro Hagakure!
Wait! But my name isn't really Yasuhiro! It's actually Taro!
What?
Your confusing statements don't make any sense. You're only making things more complicated.
He did say Yasuhiro. But are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
Kyoko, what do you mean by that?
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. How did he refer to each of us?
Oh,
Give everyone nicknames, right?
I think so.
That was him? Was that
I
him?
can't remember.
He
said people's-
He could be lying.
He said people's.
Thing is, though, I don't think he was lying.
Didn't he say people's last names?
I don't remember.
Wasn't that his thing?
now. What did he? I don't know.
I thought it was just a Japanese thing. I didn't know. I was just like.
I got it!
Is that what it was?
I think so.
I
He's
can't
right.
remember now.
Our last names. He called us all by our last names.
I actually didn't remember that.
I thought that was just like a Japanese thing, and it wasn't.
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example. So if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name, Hagakure.
I'm sure it was just incidental. By chance, his first name.
I mean, he was
indecent.
dying, so I don't know.
Don't talk.
Random chance. Now isn't that a convenient explanation?
It's possible.
I mean,
No.
it is.
There's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal. But he
I mean, I
must
don't
have
know.
run out of energy
I
before
would
he
sacrifice
could
the
say
rest of
any
these
more.
guys to save. Well, maybe not Sakura. That was a tough one.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the
I was gonna say
last
it's
name of
sacrifice.
whoever
Saves the
killed him?
last, but I do like Sakura.
Okay.
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Well, no. Hold on. There's one person it could apply to, and
Me.
that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
What did
How would
you
he
just
actually know
say?
her real last name then, though?
Yeah, why would she tell Hifumi?
To
Oh.
think you take your false accusation so far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit. Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather.
This voice sounds familiar.
Yasuhiro is
It
a
does,
loser's name.
actually.
Do I look like a loser to you?
She's gotten like.
What? I think I've earned the right to be a
Got a
little
very nice, a
on
very
edge.
lovely southern accent when
Okay,
she's
then
mad.
fill us in. What's your real name?
Fine. Make sure your ear holes are wide open and listen up. My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making
That
me
wasn't
repeat
her real
myself
name, though.
over and over again?
She'll give up, so then I just need to make her accept it.
How can we know this talked about? Spoilers, she wasn't actually French. No, I never saw that coming.
Wait, what about
Hifumi was trying to tell us something.
do I get to look at the ebook? I don't have the ebook as evidence, do I? Oh, it is. Could we easily just look at the ebook?
Well, it's not hers, right? It didn't have her real name, did it? I don't know.
His last name was Yashiro.
If there's one person here who might
Yeah, it
have
did say
that
she wasn't
last
French
name.
at the. It said she wasn't French at
Yeah.
the start.
Would
Taking
have
the
to
name,
be
it did
you,
say that. Yeah.
Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real
You are
name
correct.
is.
I
So it is
forgot.
the
How
ebook.
many
I should
times
find out
do
where
I
to
have
use it.
Tell you.
The handbook.
My name is Celestia Ludenberg. God damn it!
Can't. That's upside down,
How
Celeste.
long do you plan to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since you have no way to contradict me,
Right there, maybe?
that's the
Damn
only
it.
truth there is. Moron.
Wait, I have the evidence.
To know the killer's if there's one person,
just
it would have to
fucking-
be you, Celeste. How many times? Celestia Ludenberg.
How long do you
What are
plan
the?
to
I mean,
go on
what are the
pretending?
actual chances though that she would actually have that
It's the
that'd be
truth.
her last name though?
And since
I feel
you
like
have
those
no
odds
way to
aren't very good,
contradict me,
but you know whatever.
No, that's wrong.
That's like a really odd coincidence.
Yeah.
That's it. The handbook.
What?
anytime
My
you
name
turn
is
your
Celestial
handbook on,
Bird
it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right? Monokuma told us all about it before.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, it'll display your name. Woo.
So all we have to do is check her handbook, and that's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
That's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened? Please. Just...
Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up. Because until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
Fine then. Let me settle it. Let me go over the case again, from the beginning, and shed light on, and that'll bring everything
The worst
to an end.
part of the game here.
I like these parts.
I hate these parts.
Have you seen the movie about a man's wife who was brutally murdered by serial killers and his son is left physically disabled? In a twisted turn of events, his son gets kidnapped and the dad has to track and chase the kidnapper thousands of miles away? No, I don't think I've ever...
Oh my
what is that?
gosh, man.
What is that movie? Do you know that movie?
I have no idea.
I don't know what that movie
Okay,
is.
yeah.
I don't think it's Finding Nemo. I feel like
Hang on. Focus here, will you?
Okay. Sorry, Fawful, I haven't seen it.
Okay, you got...
Is it Taken? No, it's not Taken.
Focus here, will you?
Okay, so that's them devising the plan, yes?
Yeah.
And he's... What the hell is he doing?
That? I think goes there.
What's up with his face? Like,
I think he's nervous? I don't know.
Oh man, this is long. Why does he turn into a cat? Oh, it's his little hair thing, just like, it's like him waving around.
What? No, he turns into like a cat there.
No, it's his little hair thing. It's supposed to be him like moving it.
Nobody's got whiskers and little cat mouth and
well,
cat
I'm just
ear.
whatever the hell.
Oh my god.
Look how long this is.
Look at this mess here.
Okay, that's them forming the plan. This is when they, I guess, drug him. Act 2. What the hell's going on in that one?
This one?
Yeah.
I think he's waking up.
Well, what's that one with Hifumi with like little fangs? I can only assume.
I don't know.
Wait, is that the poster again?
Yeah, that is the poster.
I don't think that has anything to do with this.
Okay, so Hifumi turns into a cat.
That's Celeste coming out of the pool. Where? I don't see that one.
No, I think it's the poster that's what you're talking about. For fuck's sakes, what am I looking at here?
Okay. Let's just take this piece by piece. Nemo's kidnapped. I don't think Dory is.
They put him in the robot costume. Oh, maybe is that what that is? Right here? No, he's pushing the body.
I can't tell what that is, to be honest. Okay.
Where do they stuff him in the costume?
Right there.
Okay. So what happens here? They drug him? I don't see anything like...
Okay, so go to the one where he's in the costume.
I don't see... Oh,
No, go where like he's...
panel.
Yeah, where they're putting him in the costume. Because that would be where they're taking the picture, yeah?
Right, so the camera would go there.
And that would be...
6 o'clock?
I guess so. Well, that's 7 o'clock though.
Oh, you're right. No, it's 6 o'clock. It's just turned off to the side a little bit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, wait, that's 7. No, that's 6. I'm just an idiot.
Okay.
Was Dory the one that was voiced by
Yeah, yes. For focus here, yes,
okay.
Ellen.
Okay. Okay,
Kills it. Does he move the body? No, he moves the body after he wakes up, right?
Yes. Yeah, that'd be there.
No, because he's already moved the body here, right?
No, he's moving the body.
it.
He's wrapping it in the tarp and he's moving it. So that would be that one then? Right? Is that moving body?
Yeah, I think like...
I really can't tell. Just keep swimming. Okay, and...
I'll go on the last panel. Chips?
Mmm, tasty. Wouldn't just be the hammer?
I guess, but yeah, I guess.
I don't know. I actually don't know what else to put there though. Okay, slow down. What is this? This is when he kills him, yes?
Yes.
Okay, let's look. Oh man.
They find the picture.
What happens after that though? Chips? Backpack? 1 o'clock? Okay.
Is he supposed to be like leaving here? Is that what that is? Or?
I have no idea. I legitimately don't know. Some of these are a little hard to understand.
Like they really need it to be animated or something.
Okay, that's when we find Hifumi, right? When we think he's dead.
That's where we find the hammer. Where do you find the what hammer do we find here?
Damn it! Who was killed with which hammer? I forgot.
I think 2 was here.
When we go back, we can see.
Because he's
Taka was killed before, right?
Yeah, but that was afterwards. So.
Well, was it though? I guess it had to have been because 2 was the one used to attack Celeste, right?
Yeah, so I think hammer 2.
That 1?
I don't know.
Well, we don't have 1.
No, we don't. Okay, what the hell is this? What?
I think it's maybe that one, like the first one, maybe. Maybe.
Ball?
No. I think like maybe it's that one where he's like gripping his hair. Is like the first one. Dude, I really don't know. Like some of these are just not making sense to me. What like?
Why did they drug him? With chips?
1
a.m. Does that come up anywhere?
That's when you guys found the other bodies, right? I don't remember now.
Is that here then?
Dude, like I'm saying, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure ball, chips, and poster girl are not used.
Plot twist, they're all used.
What is ball? That can't be used here.
Plot twist, they're all used.
So they're putting him into the costume in this panel.
Yeah, that's when they take the picture,
So
right?
what happened before then?
Crystal ball equals first trial. Let's see, yeah, it definitely doesn't belong here. What the hell?
Hammer 4, because that's what he used to kill him.
Yeah, okay. And then, what's here then?
Do you think happened at 1? I can't remember.
I feel like that's something. I know that was important. I just can't remember like when. Like I'm sort of forgetting.
Is that it?
Yeah, crystal ball does not belong here.
I don't get what is this?
I don't.
Chips?
I actually don't know what this one is. It's
Hammer
not 2, is it? That doesn't make any sense.
The killer is
okay.
You. Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder, and that person was.
Yes.
Hifumi. With an accomplice, the killer was able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes.
Your brother took really bad photos.
No.
That wasn't that one. Dude, I don't know. What is right there then?
Is that the clock maybe?
Your brother took really bad photos. I take bad photos too.
That one was there.
What the hell goes there then? I'm just actually not getting this one panel right here. Like what is this? So he.
That one goes there. Hammer 2 maybe? I don't. Or hammer.
Wait, when did they call? No. Yeah, the clock would be there for Hiro, right? Because wasn't he called at 1 o'clock?
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
So...
But yeah. I think clock is the time Hiro got there.
So then here we'll go 1, and then we'll go here then. Hammer?
I think it's just the one where he's gripping his hair. Cause
what is he doing though?
I don't know. I don't like. I don't know.
And what goes here then?
I don't know.
Hammer?
Chips? Dude,
I'm not even sure what this is. It's just his backpack.
I think you are right. I think it is supposed to be him leaving.
Like leaving or what?
I think he is supposed to be leaving.
Is you.
Dude, I'm just
Yeah. Right.
First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room
I
last
do like
night
these
at 1 in the
parts,
morning. That someone they met with was Hero. The murderous duo intended to pass Hero off as the prime suspect. So when they met up with him,
okay.
They drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo-Justice suit.
All right. I'm not sure about like the later
Next,
stuff. Though.
Hifumi positioned himself to make it look like Robo-Justice was attacking him, while the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault. They did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hero. When they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into
How did he
the
not
pool room
remember that
locker.
Celeste and Hifumi were drugging him? I don't know. Yeah,
And
okay.
then finally, at 6 a.m., they moved into the murder phase of their plan. They called Taka to the equipment room. And that's where
That actually
Hifumi
right?
killed him,
Guess so.
making it the scene of the first murder.
Damn, he killed him with the
murder
Hammer 4.
weapon was Justice Hammer 4, which was left there in the equipment room.
Wow.
The reason Hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes.
Also, it was the biggest one.
So, next they falsified 2 more assault incidents. For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims, to solidify Robo-Justice as the suspect. The first fake incident was the attack in the rec room. There, the killers wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1 and the Robo-Justice pictures they'd taken. They wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack story. The second
Definitely
fake
won't miss
incident
this
was
guy.
the attack in the library. This time, they planted Justice
Holy
Hammer
shit, did
2.
we actually like get it
I think
all
I
right?
guessed this. I think I didn't nail it.
I think we actually got it all
Able to
right.
create a certain preconception in our minds that the suspect was increasing the size of the hammers and attacking people in order as they did. We fell
No,
right
I don't know why
into their
Hifumi
trap
agreed.
and started looking for the suspect based on that. But
I don't know why he agreed. We'll see.
while we did that, we left Hifumi alone in the
I will be
nurse's
amazed
office.
if we actually nailed this, like,
This was
first
exactly
go.
what Hifumi
I'm
was
telling you, what's
hoping
the
for.
first go?
Well, close enough.
He took a blood packet from the
Think about it
refrigerator
hard.
and
I
Justice
I
Hammer 3
legitimately can't think of any reason.
and turned the room into a crime scene in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered.
Oh, no.
Oh, that wasn't it?
No.
Oh, damn it. We were so close.
It looked like he was like leaving the room. I don't know what the hell that was. God.
Oh, man. We were so close to getting
Oh
a
my
first
God,
go.
that's-
Is this
I like that. Like I have all this evidence. I just put like a panel on the wrong thing and
refuse to give
it's
up
like,
yet.
no, you're right. It had to be me.
I mean, I guess that is the most logical thing, is over alter ego, but even still, that
Okay,
does make the most sense. But
here.
that was the 1 o'clock.
Oh, it's here,
Yeah,
though.
yeah. You put that there.
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock in the morning.
Okay,
There we go.
and then this one
Camera.
was camera.
Yes, baby. This one was Hammer 4, right?
No, so it's
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, next to the panel's Hammer 4.
Hammer 4.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hammer 2.
Oh.
Was Hammer 2 or Hammer 3 now? Hammer 2, right?
Let me see.
So
No, I
might
think
be
it-
Hammer 3.
Are you sure about that?
I think so. This is this one. And finally, Bloody Hammer here. I think that's
the
it.
killer is you. Before anything,
Okay, so
Tick,
got
tick, tick.
this.
Guys are out of clues, so what do you do? I don't know, let's vote Makoto, fuck it. Yeah, I know. Everyone's just like, I don't know, it's Makoto. He looks like he did it. Like, but guys, I was trying to help you find the killer. Yeah. No, screw you.
You got one detail wrong.
Yeah, so fuck
gotta
you.
be you.
And then finally.
Hiya.
And that's where Hifumi killed him.
But I guess that's the only thing that makes sense is that it was
The
over
murder
alter
weapon
ego.
was Justice Hammer 4. The reason Hammer number 4 was... So, for these attacks, the first fake there, they wanted to make sure the second fake in
Was this where you
these
fell last
two
time?
incidents. The killers that the suspect was in...
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, no, maybe it was this. No, it was this one.
Was this one? Oh no, wait. Listen to it now.
He took a blood packet
Yeah.
from the refrigerator and turned the room into a crime scene.
You're gonna miss Super Saiyan?
He let out a scream to draw us back. And when we... Meanwhile, the other group
I
that had
do
been
love
out
these
searching
characters,
found
bro. Like the
Taka's
way they look
body
here.
at the same time. So when we heard the body
They're
discovery
very like
announcement,
comic style.
we naturally
And I
assumed
do
it
like
was for
it.
Hifumi.
The artwork is good, but like the stuff that you're looking at is
We left
awful.
the nurse's office.
It's
and
'cause you're looking at it
Hifumi
out of
once
out of
again took
context, you
advantage
know?
of the situation. He simply got up and made his escape. When we learned his body had disappeared, we all rushed back to the nurse's office. And once again,
Yeah,
Hifumi had the
well,
chance
comic,
he was
yeah.
waiting for. This
However you want to say that. Yeah, like, I didn't even really get that that's what he
wrapped
was doing
Taka's
there.
body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository. That explains how each of the bodies disappeared. But even Hifumi didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final act.
Like, did he really not know that there was only
Their
one
plan
dead
all
body
along
there?
was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them. And they did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository.
I feel like if she didn't kill him, she would have gotten away with it.
Possibly.
That should cover everything that happened.
But then
in
she
this
didn't
case.
actually kill Taka though.
And the villain
Yeah.
She
behind
wouldn't
it
have been
all
able to get
is-
out.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Question is, I don't actually know why she did this.
Yeah, other than she knows she's just a gambler and...
I mean, I guess so. That's the only logical thing is that because it was money and she just wanted to see if she could get away with it.
Yeah.
Celeste, sorry, you lose.
I lost? I lost? When was the last time I was forced to utter such words? They hang heavy around my neck.
Then you admit it? You're
It's
the
like,
killer?
she's like, I remember that day. It was 3
Listen
years
to you,
ago.
trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor. I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no. Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
Taiko?
So, you finally accepted it.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Interesting.
Very. Yay. A, B, 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 C, A, B, A, B, A. B. Final result.
Whatever, I did it.
Yeah, she lost her accent.
Okay,
She's not
Monokuma. I'm ready to begin. Or, no, I suppose this is the end. Isn't it?
I just want to know why. Wait, before you go.
Yeah,
Why'd you
come.
do
It is
it?
indeed the moment we've all
No,
been
wait.
waiting for. Time to vote, okay?
Maybe she'll tell us
Okay.
after.
If you would.
After what?
please
After we vote.
And cast your vote.
Like
And when the votes are tallied,
Do you think
who
she
will
voted for
become
herself?
the blackened?
What?
Do you think she'll vote for herself?
I have no idea.
Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's
happened
it
in Despair
gonna
Girls
be?
is a cat. They kidnapped her kitty. Oh, not kitty. It's like one person votes for Hifumi. He totally did it. Yeah, I guess the rich boy's still around.
What?
Oh, it's basically a formality at this point, but once again, you're totally correct. The black in this time, the true killer who devised the whole stinking scheme was Celestia Ludenberg, or more precisely, Taiko Yasuhiro.
Honestly.
I lost. That sucks.
I guess trying to work with someone else is a mistake after all. Ifumi's ineptitude is beyond all my calculations.
I knew it.
So you really did approach him with this plan.
Someone
How did you get him to
votes for
agree?
Coda.
I can't imagine he would happily agree to commit murder. I'm sure she relied on her specialty lying.
My specialty, don't make me laugh. I didn't have to lie to get him to agree.
So then,
Then did you use, you know...
I knew you'd figure it out, Kyoko. You're absolutely right. To get Kifumi to act as my accomplice,
Indeed.
I used her. For everyone who's still left, I'll avoid mentioning it by name, but... it was the one thing that Hifumi and Taka were both super into.
She mean... But
Yeah.
Morgana already said it, though.
Yeah, Morgana already kind of like screwed us over, but you know, it's okay.
Say what?
What are you guys talking about?
I guess he wasn't paying attention when Morgana said it.
Yeah, he was like, I was playing my
in the middle of a very important conversation here.
I'm totally out of the loop as usual.
other
How
words.
sad.
And you're the one who stole it.
Indeed.
I see.
And you used it to drag Ifumi to the plan you'd come up with.
Last night we had our meeting about how it disappeared. I paid Hifumi a little visit.
So, what are you doing here? So,
Actually,
I was hoping I could talk to you alone. It was about what was stolen. I know who did it.
What?
are you okay with
It
this?
was Taka. He stole it.
what?
So
And
then,
I have proof. Would you like to see?
As it turned out, I found a useful digital camera.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'd taken
Oh, sorry.
I'd taken to Taka's room earlier and took pictures of it there. I deleted the picture as soon as I had shown it to Hifumi, of course.
Damnation!
It was him. But how did he do it? She was supposed to yell if either of us got too close to her.
You are correct, which is why Taka forced me to steal it.
Say what?
Well, it sounds very suspicious, but I'll believe it.
That sounds really unbelievable, but okay. Please forgive me. He threatened me.
Oh.
He
as
did.
for
He
me,
came to my room last night unannounced, and it's hard for me to even say.
He abused me? Gee.
The fuck, Celeste? What the fuck?
Can you take a picture?
What the fuck, Celeste?
Whoa, this game just got dark fast.
Holy shit! That's her lie?
I thought she said she didn't lie to him, though.
That's like, you just cranked it to like 13. What the fuck?
I had no choice.
Damnation!
That was a crime, an
Oh my
absolute crime.
God.
I knew he'd got a little crazy,
Say
but
what?
I never imagined he would go that far.
It was amazing how he completely bought it. I can't express how enjoyable that was.
She just said she didn't lie to him. I'm about to say something I've never said before in my life. I'm gonna kill him. I'm going to fucking kill him.
No.
most unfortunate.
Wait, please. If you go now, you'll be playing right into his hands.
Actually,
Taka is planning to use her to escape, and he has made you his target.
What?
Excuse you, don't mean.
Taka is going to try to kill you. It's not so much that it got like super dark. It's just like the thing that she decided to lie about was like, holy
Yeah.
shit, Celeste. That is
And all he
like,
can do is keep him.
that is
to
like
himself.
supreme.
Yeah,
Like,
bastard. Bastard,
Honestly.
bastard.
can we allow him to continue with these barbaric acts?
Absolutely not. How could I?
I swear,
I
I
have
will.
to save her.
actually,
Then would you like to join with me? It would just so happens I have come up with a plan. I have devised a way to reclaim that what he has stolen and escape this dreadful school. And with that, it is complete.
What are you talking about?
It's a big old brick Game Boy is what he was playing. Hifumi agreed without a second thought. The effect that item had on him is remarkable. The power of love, even a love as twisted as that, can still drive people mad, it would seem. Well, I mean,
Oh, you disgust me.
I mean, you also like, lied. But,
Yeah,
you know,
I have
okay.
a question for you. Was that strange costume Ifumi's creation?
indeed.
Yes, it was a real pain in the butt too.
Gentle as it is.
All I asked him to do was to make something to hide the face and general body size.
I had no idea he'd make something like that, but it's my fault for picking him in the first place.
But
So why'd you decide to make me the suspect?
Because you're an idiot.
Because you're stupid.
Well,
A lot of girls like
oh, that's it.
I mean,
Let's
that's like,
see.
I don't know. That's really fucked up what she did.
And in regard, I had to make the right choice. I am glad your stupidity surpassed my every expectation.
Life must have been tough on your parents, though.
I feel like I'm gonna cry. But when you were explaining your plan to Hifumi, how did you explain the part about him playing dead? What she was asking is what was Hifumi supposed to do after that, assuming you had actually let him live.
Are you okay with this?
That's simple. After he did his part and pretended to be dead, once someone showed up, I told him to say he'd been seriously wounded. He was on the verge of death, but he just barely held on.
And he really believed that?
Well, of course. That wasn't all there was to it. As I explained to Hifumi, the plan was, while you were all questioning him about what had happened, I was going to murder someone else. At that point, Hifumi would only have an alibi, so nobody could doubt him. I told him that, and he believed it.
It all seems very straightforward, stereotypically. I matched the lie at the level of the opponent. In fact, Hifumi ate it up.
Well, I guess we'll see when we play that.
He
game,
believed the lie
surely.
wholeheartedly, right up until the moment of his death.
So in the end,
He planned to kill them
Well,
all.
yeah. But of course, there had been no point to my plan if the one pretending to be dead did not end up dead himself.
What the heck?
Can human life be so little to you?
Well,
That is a non-issue. I simply did everything in my power to win.
don't be mean.
Now you sound like Bayuki.
I wonder about that.
No, he derives his pleasure from the... Oh, sorry.
Brave Hunt, in that aspect, we are nothing alike.
Why?
Then why... Then
Well,
what
yeah,
made
she
you take things
didn't.
that far?
Like, basically, I guess what she's saying is, like, she didn't do this to fuck with you guys. She just did it.
Yeah.
She wanted. She just did it to
Yeah.
just prove that she could do it.
Yeah, it was pretty much just like, that was what I thought her motive was to begin with.
Like, she didn't do it to fuck with you or anything. She just wanted to
Really,
do it.
just for the money?
Are you talking about the $10 million Monokuma offered us? That is a lot of money, it's true. But that's not all there is to it. From that moment, our new life has begun. My only thought has been escape.
But
all along, you've been saying how we have to accept living here.
Yeah, she's a freaking gambler, dude. She's gonna
little
tell you what you want to hear.
Yeah, obviously that was a lie. You know?
Hey!
I couldn't take it. I hated it from day one, more than anyone else here.
You little bitch!
I wanted to get out. Every day was fresh torture. And do you want to know why,
This is
huh?
fine.
Because I had a dream. And accepting a life here would have meant nothing less than giving up on my dream forever.
Honestly.
And there was no way I could ever do that.
And the underground world of campaign,
sorry.
I risked
In
my
the-
life to make it.
A metaphorical killing.
As for me,
And it was all for that dream.
And what's that
isn't
dream
it
of yours?
wonderful?
To live in a European castle.
That's it? Are you serious?
Castle?
Surrounded by vampire boys who will...
Mm,
I don't know why do they have red eyes?
I don't know.
Yes, my entourage of hot vampire bodyguards. And to,
Butler / bodyguards.
and to gather handsome men from all over the world to serve as my butler bodyguards. I was going to make them dress up like
there
vampires
you
and
go.
satisfy my every need. Why?
I like her. I think with white out.
What a bizarre thing! Once I obtained that, I would have create a perfectly aesthetic world of
This
decadence.
is fine.
Living the rest of my life, that was my only dream, my only goal. That is what life is all about. What? Combined with my own winnings, Monokuma's $10 million would have made that dream a reality.
I feel like a castle would cost more than that. She was
I mean, she also was gonna
she
like,
must have had like hundreds of millions.
and she was apparently gonna hire out all male models. I got right to the edge, but
There is nothing to be done.
unfortunately, my dream has scattered to the wind. Still, I don't have any regrets. I pursued my dream to the very end, so why would I?
Just the worst.
This is the first time I'm actually getting a female executed, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
You sound so passionate, but you were really able to kill your own friends for it?
Oh,
Are you asking me to feel guilty? That is a pointless endeavor. I think nothing of sacrificing others for my own needs. I feel
do
nothing.
you understand?
That is all there is to me. That's what makes me complete. Isn't it terrifying how different our values are? There is simply no room for understanding.
What is this?
I
I mean, she's a gambler. What
that's
the hell
what
do you
we
want?
should be saying. And plus, how could you be so calm? Don't you realize you're about to die?
I mean, she's a gambler.
Why aren't you scared?
I think she is scared. My ability to lie is unrivaled, and I take pride in that. It's not just other people. I can even fool my own emotions. The consciousness deceives the unconsciousness.
That's
Well, no,
right,
I think
that's-
she is scared.
No, yeah.
It's just she's like, what did she just say? She just said that it's not that
Yeah.
she's not scared. It's just that she's whatever.
If I could be reincarnated.
If I had a choice, then
Isn't it
I think I
wonderful?
would like to come back as Marie Antoinette.
She was decapitated.
Okay.
Well, she was.
You just get executed again. She's like, you know what? I actually do feel a little bad now. That was pretty funny.
I wish she did
She's
look like a
maybe
poor
he's
Evan
not that
DeForest.
stupid. That was pretty good.
She claims she could fool her own feelings. But that statement itself must have been her final lie. It was that weak-faced smile is what betrayed her.
Yeah, I mean it.
Chills, kills!
You all done? Okay, then let's get a rolling. The blackened disturb the peace and must pay the price.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
They put on like a giant roulette wheel.
Let's
Isn't
Yeah, I
give
guess
it
so.
everything we've got. It's punishment
All right,
time!
Monokuma,
I
stop.
guess I'll let Kyoko hold on to this.
What?
Room 17.
Will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way.
Execution is hot.
Which is why... Actually, it's not important. Well then, take care, everyone. Perhaps we'll meet again.
Yeah, didn't you say you wanted to come back as Marie Antoinette?
Yeah.
So I guess, well, I don't know what to really say about that.
I do got to give this game credit for something I'll
What?
talk about after this.
Okay. We'll talk about it after.
I do want to see this.
It's a little bunny rabbit. And the crowd is all Monokumas. The burning of the Verilices Witch. Oh, okay.
I don't know if they're gonna go with like a European torch. I would have expected like the Iron Maiden or the guillotine or
Yeah,
whatever.
you know, I mean, I guess this is not boring.
This is more like a English thing.
Yeah.
You know, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, maybe Monokuma didn't really know. Like, imagine there's Mario Kart music.
Also, a real like a real step up from like the cartoonish one Mondo.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, we're just like, you burn her alive. Like he gets whatever the hell happened to him. Now there's a fire truck. Oh, okay, well there you go. They spiced it up a little. She's just hit by a car. I guess. I don't really know. Yeah, rest in peace, Celeste. It's okay.
I don't
really get like the
I don't-
theme to
I don't-
that one.
yeah.
Like the other one, like okay, like he was on a motorcycle. And the
Yeah.
other one, this guy was hit by baseball. She's hit with a truck. Cause France.
She's a gambler.
Gambling.
I expected like to be like crushed by like a giant roulette wheel or something.
I don't know.
It's over.
Well, rest in
The
peace,
execution is over.
Celeste.
Celeste's death is over. So I killed my friend, so I can't pity her. But
Was that guy really your friend though?
I liked him.
I would say no.
For him to just come along.
Her dream was to just be surrounded by beautiful men. Was that really so wrong? Okay, that was really stupid, by the way.
Yeah,
I
that
would
was
say.
a really dumb death.
I mean, her dream.
Oh, well, her death was dumb too.
Yeah. Anyway, someone couldn't cut free of their regrets from the outside world, and so more people had to die.
Extreme!
You guys are still young. You need to place more value on your lives.
What are you gonna do?
Jeez. And here I thought you guys were going to pass the torch of hope to the next generation.
Let me out of here!
You can't have a throw it to the chest, but just let me out of here.
I mean,
I guess, but it's just like,
yeah.
it's like one statement.
And it is my destiny to knock you down one by one. It's sad, yes it is, but that's reality. That reality can't be avoided.
Oh, don't talk to me like you're not responsible. How long are you gonna keep us going through this? What do you want from us?
God, I'm so sick of people asking me that. Give it a rest already. Anyway, Kyoko, did I see you get some kind of key-type object from Celeste?
Hey!
So, what's the deal with that? I don't know.
What?
What's the matter?
So then,
I'll answer your question if you answer mine.
you...
What did you do? What did you do to me?
Who?
What?
Hey,
Answer me. What did you do to
I
my
don't
body?
know.
Ooh, how exciting!
Oh jeez, oh man, oh jeez, what do you mean, what did I do? Excuse me. I have no idea. I don't know anything about it. Okay.
What was that just now? The mastermind did something to Kyoko's body. What does
I
that
mean-
mean?
Hello.
Things are getting kind of awkward. I think it's about time I got out of here.
Well,
Meanwhile, you guys can go on enjoying your school life. If you get lonely, give me a shout. Not that I'll do anything about it, of course.
see ya later.
See ya.
But Akuma disappeared, leaving us all depressed and despair. Hello. Alright.
It was supposed to represent how she got, her expectations got ruined. She wanted to burn like a witch, but got smashed.
Hey,
instead.
Kyoko Murokuma. I already
I guess.
mentioned it, but
Still a little disappointing, though.
what's that key that Celeste gave you?
so...
It's a key to the damn computer, you idiot. It's one of the keys to the dressing room lockers. Wait, does that mean?
Jeez, you're pissed.
So, because I mean, they're stupid. So
You're
let's probably
just-
hit it in there.
You're really pissed
I
off.
suppose it's sometimes the easiest way to miss that's right beneath your nose. Well then, better go check.
Indeed.
No, the game does do a good job of like making you feel bad, even when you win,
I mean, I guess.
because you don't want, you don't want the characters to die. It does like,
So she should have gotten her castle of men vampires.
yeah. I mean, I liked her. There's not really a character that I would say that I absolutely hate.
I hated Hifumi.
Even Hifumi had his charm.
Hey,
Your heart.
I'm
hurt.
going alone from here.
What's up? I don't know what's up with
And when I
Kyoko,
said to
actually.
die, I'll check in the room. I'll check with you.
They've been very vague with
Why
her.
exactly are you going alone?
so...
Do you even have to ask? I suppose you glance quickly at the surveillance
Come
camera.
on.
That's not what I mean. Why you? There's still the risk you're a spy, you know. I'll go too. You? Please let me go. Staying here arguing is just going to draw more attention to us.
Goodbye.
Do whatever you want.
Well, bye.
Well then.
That's up to you now.
Yo,
I'm gonna go to the dining hall. I'm hungry.
Huh? So okay, we're going to go together?
Oh, so scandalous.
Does that mean what I think it means?
Okay.
Good like Makoto, girls like her are total pushovers when you show a little back. What the hell is she talking about?
Morgana.
We got Mahina
Get
said
out of
everyone
here.
head to the dining room, leaving me and Kyoko to other alone.
Shall we go?
I just want to save it here.
So then...
You need to get to that locker.
Go to the case Celeste had given her and unlock the locker. The locker swung open. We saw.
You really came.
Oh, good morning.
Battery's been dead for like
Been a while, hasn't
a
it?
day.
It's safe, thank goodness. I never heard Kyoko sound so relieved. It was like she was speaking from the bottom of her heart. I did what Celeste asked. I didn't say a word. I stayed quiet the entire time.
So,
You know, and I think I might be open the last set of files soon. Maybe as early as tomorrow.
Yay.
I'm doing my best, so please just wait a while longer. So now we can officially say that the case is closed.
Yep.
So it is concerned, but sure. But can we take a second since we have this opportunity? I want you to be honest with me.
No.
Kyoko, please tell me, what are you trying to do all on your own here at the school?
You...
It's what you want.
Yeah,
Is that why you wanted to know to come with me?
However...
Regardless, that's not something you need to know right now. I don't need to know. That just makes you want even more worried.
What?
Worried? Like what happened during the investigation this time? You disappeared and we didn't see you again. Without warning, without explanation. When
you do that.
Indeed.
It's only natural
go.
to think when I'm mastermind spy, right? I'm trying to like look behind my
Yeah.
microphone here.
Okay.
And you too? No? I believe in you?
What?
Oh my gosh, my throat's getting tired here.
Isn't it obvious we believe in their friends, right? That's what I want you to tell me. And I want you to believe in me too. Because we're friends.
Oh my god.
I understand. Maybe I can believe you. Just a little bit more.
That's fine.
Fine, I'll tell you. I'll tell you why I've been disappearing, where I've been going. You see... Fade to black. What I heard from Kyoko then, well, quite frankly, it blew my mind. Right after I told Kyoko I believed in her to tell me a story that was, well, almost unbelievable. I decided I had to confirm what she told me with my own 2 eyes, so I waited for nighttime to come, and when it did, I went into action. Kyoko
Correct.
was a forced ship.
The boys' bathroom on the second floor doesn't have a surveillance camera or monitor in it. And in the storage closet there. Do you want to find this out right now, or do you want to save it till next time?
This is still technically part of chapter 3, so...
Next time?
No!
Oh my god. She said way in the back of the boys' bathroom. I say let's save it for next time.
Why? Let's just go.
No, I kind of want to save it for next time.
Oh my god, mate. It's still part of the same thing. Just go.
We'll just do it next time.
What the hell's wrong with you?
I want to save it for next time.
Are you shitting me?
I'm not shitting you.
Are you shitting me?
I'm not shitting you. I feel like this is a good stopping point.
What the fuck? Are you this is still chapter 3.
No, it's fine. It's already the end of chapter 3.
Keep it up, just go. I agree.
No, I want to save it.
Are you serious?
Well, because I feel like it's something major, so we should tack it on to the next one because,
are you
know, we're already winding down to the end of the stream.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. I really think like we should tack this on the next one.
Oh my god.
Because it looks like it drops something important. I feel like we shouldn't save it for the end of this one. We should save it for the beginning of the next one.
Whatever, man. Just do whatever.
Alright, I'm gonna stop it here. We'll find out next time,
You're
guys.
shitting me though.
I'm not shitting you.
I mean, it's still chapter 3.
I know that, but I don't do this by chapters. I do this by time and by...
Leaving with a cliffhanger or no?
Yeah, leaving with a
guess.
cliffhanger.
Well, guys, thanks for watching, I guess. This has been a longer stream, I know. Trial went on longer. We didn't even finish it.
We finished the trial.
Well, yeah, we didn't finish the chapter, though.
Yeah, I feel like we should just save it for next time.
Take it easy, guys. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, bye-bye, everybody.
Bye. Appreciate all of y'all sticking around this long. Farewell. Have a good night.